Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Wednesday. This is the beginning of our week here, and you know it is not a show to be missed. We have an incredible show. This is not one where I would even take a minute or two off. I got to say, this show is packed. We've got some exciting new items. We've got some really returning favorites that actually, this has been the home of What's New Wednesday. Of course, that has now kind of wrapped, but not really, because today we have a special surprise. You know, out of all the What's New Wednesdays, I did about, I don't know, maybe 25 weeks in a row of What's New Wednesdays, and there was always something exciting, something fabulous, something really collectible. Well, I would say that without a doubt, our most favorite of all of our What's New Wednesdays, I should say your favorite, doesn't matter what my favorite is, it matters what your favorite is. And your most favorite by far of the entire miniseries was definitely one in particular barrel. It was called the vanadium barrel. The vanadium rich stone that looks for all the world like Paraíba, like really, really, really good Paraíba, but it is so affordable. And it is so rare. This is the thing. It's still rare. I know we know Paraíba's rare. This is even more so. So we've got a very exciting returning couple. They're not pieces you've seen before. It just means we're bringing back a couple more now. What you've loved clearly are the vanadium barrels in the Asher cuts. I've got two of them for you. We've got a couple of pear shapes if you're interested, but all of the attention is going to be on the Asher cut. So I've got two more brand new styles. One's actually quite large for you. Then we actually do have a really special pair of earrings that I think, well, I know you're gonna like them because you've been requesting them. You've been asking, and we, being our own manufacturer, can make just virtually anything you want. So we have brought them to you. It's going to be our cross earring. Now, it's also a multi-use, multi-way to wear. We've got a style. It's going to be actually convertible, if you will, that I don't know if you like cars, but convertibles are always more money. There's always the stock standard coupe. That's the sports car that's from Italy. That's $300,000. But if you want the what we call the Spider, which is the convertible version, that's going to be an extra $200,000 on top of that. So here's what we have for you. No extra charge for the convertible style, two ways to wear it. You can wear it as a hoop or a dangling drop cross earring. They're one of our best values of the day, and they're really at an affordability level that's really tough to make anything in fine jewelry these days. And the other thing you've been asking for, the last couple of days of June, I have brought you a fabulous pearl special. We've had white pearls, silver pearls. Now today, the one you've been asking for, we have 3 strands only. I'll show them all to you so you'll get your pick of the litter, but it's going to be Tahitian pearls, and they are natural Tahitian pearls. So really stunning, very affordable as well, and they're coming up with a very nice yellow gold clasp. Also have a little bit of morganite, a little bit of mandarin. What else? Oh, a museum piece for you. I was thinking there's one more M, and it's the museum piece. It's the museum masterpiece must go. Tonight, it happens to be an emerald. It's over 5 carats in an emerald for you. So that's on the way. Collar and diamonds, lots of closeouts, lots of beautiful jewelry on the way, including a tanzanite. And what could this be that I'm wearing on my right hand? Well, that is none other than a brand new yellow and white diamond bypass ring. 2 carats in diamonds, evenly split between the 2 colors, all in a lot of gold, and that's going to be coming your way. And then for my collectors, this isn't technically the museum masterpiece must go because you've never seen it before, but that is an over 4 carat cornflower blue in a specialty cutting. So when I tell you this show is stacked, I mean it. And if you miss any little bit of the 3 hours, I got to tell you, you might regret it. So stay with us throughout the evening. We will entertain you with beautiful jewelry, as is our #1 objective and goal. Always, every single time. Take a look at this brand new way to start. Actually, a designer pendant that is really cool and new here. This one is our tanzanite pendant, and it's 113. Actually, no, 111. Well, that shocks me. I've never seen this before. The 111s are usually the pieces that are here from 10 years ago when I started. No, this one's actually 111-2078. Thought it was brand new. All right. Well, I'll take it because, you know, older item numbers mean older gold prices, and I think we'll all welcome that. So here we are with a 214 Asher cut blue wing, and look at that stone. Really fabulous, isn't it? So 214, one only here, stays in the white gold, and give us any calls you have. Want to thank y'all for being with us tonight. Glad you're here. Nice to have your company. It always is. It's no fun to do it by myself, and I feel like I'm by myself because there's nobody else here except Tony, of course, but I can't see him. He's behind me, so I'm looking out, and I'm glad you guys are here. I'll pretend y'all are here at home watching and excited about this one, but I'll tell you, this is a 214. I love it. Looks like a zigzag maze almost style. It's very much like your labyrinth of gold around your tanzanite. Diamond wood is 8 points. Let me show it to you from a distance away. Your bail. See, it's a staggered type of bail. So when you see it from here, you're going to notice there's the top portion, which is where your chain is going to slip through. And then right below that and to your body right, but camera left, is going to be a couple of diamonds that are channel set there. And then one more that really is the end point, if you will, of what is almost wrapping around your Asher cut stone. Here it is in the length at 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. I'll show it on the neckline as well so you can get an idea of what that's all about, and then we will go ahead and do what we do. Send it out for an incredible value. That's what we're all about. So here's your chance to pick it up. And don't forget, we got great earring specials and rings, and there's one last diamond bracelet. It's been the diamond bracelet you've loved the most of late, and we're going to bring that out in a little bit. It's our last one in white gold. It's that 2 ways to wear, either paper clip link or diamond tennis bracelet. So we've got that on the way. But this one going out really quickly. Let's make sure it does. Stays in the white gold, can go out tomorrow. Why not? You can have it in a couple days. Get ready for all those summertime fabulous events that are coming up. I think we're all starting to think about the big summer celebration. I know it's just June, but there's so much going on. I was told that we got to stay off the roads on Friday because of what's happening to our city. We got the big World Cup games and all that. So we're not supposed to be on the roads at all. Okay, good luck with that. All right. I guess just the people who are soccer fans get to be on the road and the rest of us that have to work don't. So are we all taking the day off on Friday? Is that the deal? Or it says mass transit. I don't know if I can do that from as far away as I am. It'll take a private plane or a helicopter. So if anyone's got one, let me know. I'm going to need it on Friday apparently. But here we are with that really special 214. And again, what I think we're just talking about is beautiful summertime events coming up. Whether you're, if you're a sports fan, if you're into again, summer vacations, the big 250 celebration that's only about 3 weeks away. It's all about, let's have those fabulous pieces to look the part, right? We want to look as good as we feel. And, I enjoy events when I know that I am dressed for the occasion, looking right for the event, and again, have the best jewelry on. And this is it right here. Let's make it $9.99 first caller. That'll be it. And then we will be on our way. So that's a really special one. And we are loving the fact that it's that deep saturated color we love so much. I love the diamonds. They're actually, I said channel set. They look like they're channel. Technically they're prong, which is actually a little more secure. So I'll take that. A little more security with your diamonds, all prong set among those 2 bars. Where your bail is, that's where the tweezers are. And then you've got that larger diamond as your end cap sounds like it's gone. So we'll see. Hey, everybody checking in. Kirsten's with us. Risa's with us. Tracy's hanging out with us as well. Kathy's with us. And is that it? I think so. All right. So far, did I get everyone? Janae, maybe? Janae, did I already say that? Kirsten, Janae, Risa, Tracy. All right. We got and Kathy. We got our 5 girls. Okay. Perfect. All right. Now I'm good to go. So here we go. $9.99 on that one. Let's move on. We got earrings galore. I've got a fawn diamond markdown. It's our largest because I don't have a lot of fawn diamonds. So we've got a 50-pointer as our largest. It's in the round. We're loving that one as well. Oh, Janae got her big, so good. Wow, I remember that. Okay, she got her 227 yellow diamond band ring, says love. I love that one too. So I'm glad you do too. Did you get the matching dog tag to go with it? Because that's really fabulous. So the whole set. I'm glad you guys are loving those yellow diamonds we've had. And again, something similar tonight, but in the yellow and the white together. So I'll just keep moving. We got a ring for you next. So several earrings we're going to see on the way as well. And this one being our beautiful fawn diamond. A little bit of an orangey pink color to go with your champagne. So consider it your little bit of a mimosa kind of feel here. In the diamond, 1130417 is the item number. Calls on the Tanzanite Asher cut. That one's still available. It's funny, I've got a Tanzanite it's smaller in its look, but it's larger in the carat weight, and it's way more money tonight. So I'd much rather see you get the 2 carat Asher we just had. Saves you a bundle, gives you a big look there. But here's our one and only fawn diamond ring, and that one's going to be, get ready for the markdown. It's happening again. 1130417. If we showed up on Wednesday, it means what? It means we've got new, and it means we've got very special markdowns on the way as well. Boy, do we make the Wednesdays, which is kind of everyone's favorite day because it gets you're through that halfway point of the week. So it makes it like, okay, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, here we are celebrating with discounts and deals and values, and your requests, if you have any, please get those in as well. Can't tell you how many people are always requesting me when we're not here. So again, when we are here, it makes it even easier because then you can request it and see it on the air a couple seconds later. So really, really helps out. And 50 points here on the fawn in the center. This one's all 18 karat white gold, by the way. So it's going to stay in the white gold. Then it's got 50 points in diamonds as well. on the outside. So we'll see something later in yellow and white where it's equal. This is the 50 points in the center though. Just one bigger fawn there, and then your white diamonds around it. So welcome into Wednesday. I am so thrilled to be here. It's the best day. It's hot. It feels like it's like 100 and some degrees out here. We got summer in full effect out here in early June. Couldn't be more thrilled about what we have on tap for you tonight. It's a really cool show. And don't forget Tahitian pearls. I've got 3 strands. They will not last. They're so high end. And please do your searches if you haven't looked at pearls in a while. Look at what an 18-inch strand of pearls goes for. And then look at Tahitian pearls, and then look for a solid gold clasp. And you're going to find tens of thousands of dollars elsewhere. We're going to bring you a big value. So that's going to be coming up. But here we are with the fabulous one of a kind. So call me early before we dive into some earrings here, and we'll blow this out right now. Love the triple split shank. Used to be $39.99, going a lot lower than that. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Little teeny size, but of course, we might be adding a lot of gold for that. And how much we going to charge? How about nothing for that? If you want to make it a size 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this is where, again, you've got that really fabulous value. Instead of $39, blowout time is here. You can see that triple split shank on the sides still leads into that halo around your round. And how many of you have asked over the years, do you have any fawns in the round? Out of all the fawns that I've showed and sold thousands of fawn diamonds here, we have never had that many in the rounds. They're mostly ovals and cushions. That's about it. So really exciting to see this one here, and a blowout price. How about $9.99 on that one as well? And then size for you, and it stays in that 18 karat white gold. Who's excited for the vanadium barrels? Only have 4 new ones. Again, you have not seen them before. These are different because I sold out all those on the last What's New Wednesday when we presented them. So we will have our vanadium barrels. If you're going, I don't know what the heck a vanadium barrel is, that sounds crazy. It sounds like some scientific medical term. It's actually really, 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 really rare. And it's up there with the red barrels. And you know what? They just haven't been around as long. I think they will soon to be up there with the red barrel as far as rarity, but also popularity. So that's exciting as well. We'll see those on the way. And then remember how I showed you a 4 karat plus cornflower blue? You ever think we could see such a thing? I've had one 4 karat sapphire. It was not cornflower. It was a royal blue. Look at this. Have you ever seen something so glittering and gorgeous and fancy cut? Yes, it's a round, but it's the internal cutting of the round here that really amps it up. It's going to be our 4.5 carat. And one more thing that makes it rare. I know, what more could make it even more rare than already the fact that it's natural sapphire, it's cornflower blue, like the literal color. Listen, if it were any variation lighter or darker, it would not be cornflower. This is that true cornflower blue, and the fact that it's also the specialty cut round, but get this, it's unheated. Unheated, untreated, total collectible. This feels like a museum piece waiting to happen. But here's the greatest news of all. Got a great big discount on it. First time out here, yes. But that doesn't mean we can't discount it right out the starting gate and make sure it's yours. Huge opportunity to get it. And look at this cut. This is not, now I know rounds are used to. We're used to getting a lot of dispersion, a lot of brilliance, a lot of firework effect from any round. But that is a specialty cut there. So what it's doing is beyond. You're getting much more of this almost like prismatic cut that's happening all throughout this incredible stone, which is unheated, untreated, true cornflower blue, 4.5 carats in its size as well. Take a look at this. This one's not going to last. You know it. 113-14-15. I mean, not really the 12-minute into the show kind of piece, but had to just show you a closer look because this is the kind of wonderful, wonderful, wonderful material we have here for our collectors this evening. It's 14 karat gold. It's 4.5 carats. In the brightest, and that's what I love about a cornflower. It's not just the color tone and saturation, it's the fact that it's so bright. It kind of does this neon glow. We usually talk about neons when we talk about Paraibas or Merengue Spinels. This is giving a neon glow to it. I mean, we could just look at that all night. We could just leave that up for the next 2 hours and 47 minutes. And I think nobody would mind at all, just looking at the beauty of also having 132 in diamonds. So what? Who cares, right? It's a carat and a third in diamonds, but it's just really taken a backseat to this amazing brilliance of that stone. It is powerful. It is white gold only, unheated material. Again, the blues, we have to just describe here the rarity of getting an unheated sapphire at all. But more important when you get an unheated in the blue colors, because that's usually where there's going to be, without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes we'll see those yellows, the lighter yellows, maybe even here and there a lighter type of pink in the unheated, but rarely do you ever see a blue sapphire, no matter the shade of blue, no matter the saturation or the exact hue. Very rarely do you see an unheated blue sapphire. And remember, the heating is usually what we can credit for an extra clarity and better color. This one really truly was Mother Nature did it all. She did the heavy lifting here and said, there is nothing else needed by anybody else because it's perfect. It's perfect. I mean, look at it. It's just stunning. And we'll try it on, and then we're here to give it away. You know, you'd figure something like this. I remember the last time I had a 4 carat, and the interesting thing is it was a heart shape, and it was more of a royal blue, and it was heated, and as most blue sapphires we just discussed are. But it was also over $13,000 when it sold, and that had been marked down many, many times. This one's larger, a rare type of color in that blue variety. Look at that thing on the hand. That's where, and that's where, again, if you remember the heart shape I'm referring to that has long since found its home, but if you remember it, it didn't have nearly the visual that this has. This really is almost bigger than a 4.5 carat look, I would say. It's very striking. The round is specialty. It's not going to be anywhere near, no, we're not going to do $38,000. It's a nice starting point, but it's not going to do the job. And what I show up here to do is make sure that jewelry can be as affordable as humanly possible. I mean, really, never compromising quality, never asking you to do so, but really making sure that everything, no matter how rare, how specialty, how unique, can be affordable so that you can say a resounding yes, but more importantly, get a better value than you even figured you could. And that's really the idea here. So it's wanted to give some thought. We're looking at $38,999. I rounded down, forgive me, but speaking of rounding down, we're going to be bringing it down. So if you have any inquiries about that, if you'd like to, if that's what you've been waiting your whole life for, if that's the one that you know is not going to be duplicated, because in all these years, I've only had a 4 carat once in a blue sapphire that was, but again, it was not cornflower and it was not unheated. So that is really, when you think about 10 years of doing this right here, standing at this very counter, on this very set, talking about really beautiful sapphires and everything else imaginable, to think that there's never been one quite like this, that is something to really think about as far as rarity. It's easy to say, and I can just about guarantee you're not going to see another one like it going forward. So if you would like to enjoy this one and own this one and get the great value, that wonderful low, low price that we're all really here for, this is the time to go ahead and pick it up. Let's take a look at it again. It's not going to be $38,999, and we want you to give it some really serious thought here because, well, again, tiling in is always important too. There is only one, and so this is the chance to pick it up before anybody else does, because I can tell you with where I'm taking it, this is a night when we get used to seeing museum masterpieces and really rare what's new. This is what's new, and it's a museum masterpiece all at the same time, and it's not even going to be half that price, which is $19,500. I'm doing better than that. And you know, it's just as must go as everything else, because I don't care how new it is. We are here to enjoy the moment. And I was just having this discussion a few hours ago. This is really about let's enjoy every single day. You know, time is the most precious thing we have. I know we sell pretty precious stones and jewelry and diamonds, but time, it's the most precious thing, and start enjoying your jewelry now, wearing it, enjoying it. That's why I believe so highly now. And let's not wait till it gathers dust in a safe for 8 months and then bring it down in price. Let's do it right now, because you're here waiting for pieces like this. So this is the time. If I can make it really reasonable, you can say yes. And instead of $10,000, whoever saw that coming? The previous 4 carat blue sapphire I've had on the show was way more than that, and it wasn't nearly the size or rarity or cutting or color, and we're going to take it even lower than $9,999. I'm showing it early for a very good reason. This doesn't mean everything's going to be 10 grand tonight. Doesn't mean everything's going to be 40 grand. What it means is we're taking every single piece down so that it can find its home and you can start enjoying that piece of jewelry now. It's sapphire, so it's really wearable. You have a 9 on the Mohs scale, so wear it every single day, wear it every single hour of every day if you want to. It's not going anywhere. You have nothing to worry about with that stone being as durable as it is, not to mention the diamonds that top it there on the sides. And we're going to go even lower than $99.99. I feel pretty confident we could leave that up here for a couple minutes and sell it. But a better value is what I'm going for. A better opportunity for you is exactly what we're here to provide. And that is not even $99.99 or $89.99. This is an important piece, and there's a lot of places out there, and you know this as well as I do. If you're just buying a carat 32 in decent diamonds, just decent diamonds, you'd pay more. So that's the accessory here to this stone, and now we're taking it under $89.99 to get you this incredible piece where the diamonds would be more anywhere else. And it's not $89.99 or $88.88. Come on in. There's only one. It's going to go in a hurry. This is a collector's piece, and we're going to make it so affordable, really, quite frankly, too affordable. But that's what I can't stress enough, that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm here to do and bring to you, and I believe in that. And you know what? It's my contribution to society. There's a lot of ways we can be, in addition to being a good person and all that kind of stuff, right? That's important, being a good family member and all that. But I will tell you right now, this is the way you shop for fine jewelry. How about $7,999? That's just simply too cheap, but that's the point. Making sure it can go to a collector here now, today, tonight, start wearing it and enjoying it for everything this is, the power of that stone. And again, I couldn't wait to show it to you. It's too good. It's too rare, and it's dazzling. There's a specialty cutting that is far beyond any Portuguese cut. That is far beyond even regular diamond cutting. It's totally different. This is a modified round and just electrified with color. And I don't know if we have the cornflower, because for anybody who, like, I can't take for granted that everybody knows that term and everybody knows what a cornflower is and why it's that specific color and why that's the biggest deal in the sapphire world. That is the color. Do you see those petals? Those petals are the color of this sapphire. Who's got it? You got it. Here it is on the hand again. Now you saw that color is an exact match, where there's almost, I describe it as, think of blues, like a beautiful, brighter blue, brighter open color blue, but with a dash of periwinkle. And that to me is that's exactly what it is. A little bit of a kiss of periwinkle purples, a little bit of ultraviolets as well, a brightness. I'm sorry, look at the way that this scintillates. You were never seeing this on camera up close, but the way this has color bouncing from within. Oh, by the way, that's the ring that's coming up later too, with my, I call that the 1-in-1. That's the 1 carat in yellow, 1 carat in white diamond. So we got all the goods tonight here, but $79.99, and look at the diamonds going side to side. You will love and cherish this ring forever and ever. And yet look at the beauty, and it's in the white gold. I wouldn't have it any other way. Just let those white bright diamonds blend on in to that incredible mounting. So that is going to be $79.99. We got a couple people talking about it, so you do want to be a little bit quick here on the phone lines, and that will be a wonderful one to own. And thank you so much for being here. We're going to show you some more on the way. We've got obviously plenty of affordable. You know what's back for a last call? My Roman numerals. We do have some Roman numeral hoops. Hey, Brenda, thank you so much. You're welcome. Aw, she said, my jewelry boxes are full. I'm always watching you. We love you. And oh, thank you for your kind compliment as well. And you're very welcome for bringing you beautiful pieces. She loves her fawn diamond. We showed one earlier for $9.99. So speaking of last call, we have the Roman numeral earrings and diamonds, but I also have our last call on our very popular diamond bracelet. It's been the most popular by far of late, and that has everything to do with this incredible price tag. So my cornflower is verifying. So we'll see who's got it. Thank you. And then take a look at this. This is, and I got to tell you, for those of you missing out on pieces, I know that oftentimes we work really hard when we can to bring something back that you might miss out on. There is no duplicating that sapphire. Nothing. Private collection stone, only have one. Now, this is my last call on this diamond bracelet that's been so popular for, I think, a couple of reasons. A, it's the price tag. It's just downright dirt cheap. That's the first thing. It's the most incredible price tag for a bracelet you could ever find these days. But also, it's a two ways to wear it. You're looking at it now from a perspective of, all I see are diamonds. There's half diamonds, actually 3/4, a little more than halfway through in diamonds, but also you get the diamond cut link that's also done in gold, that's a paperclip link, and it's fully adjustable. So it gives you, for once, all of the wearability of really any length you need it to be. That could be up to 7.5 inches, all the way on shorter to 4.5. So it's really a great value, even if you're buying for the younger gals or you're not sure, maybe it's a gift and you're not sure what her bracelet size is. Here you go. It can even be adjusted day by day, just depending on where you want it to sit. This is 112-7839. Yes. Congratulations. You got it. We'll find out in a minute. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. Enjoy it. Here we go with 112-7839. So the cornflower's gone, and now we're talking the last of the bracelet. I want to come in close to see those bright white diamonds. It's a carat 27 in diamonds, but then let's take you on a tour here from one side to the other. We're going to start with the lobster claw, and then diamonds, 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 and eventually there it translates into this larger paperclip link. You'll see it from a distance here as well. But what this does, and I want to show you, that's all basket work like you would see a traditional diamond tennis bracelet. But it is our last. It's in the white gold only, and it's fully adjustable from 4.5 all the way to 7.25. So you've got all the different possible bracelet lengths you could need. And it also is going to be, well, it's a carat 27. And yes, those are full cut round brilliant diamonds, which we also love to see. Now, one more thing. You're going to want the adjustability. Even if you're saying, I always wear a 7, great. That's fine. But here's what you also want to consider. There are 2 ways to wear it. And when I show it from a distance, I think you'll be better understanding because it's such a visual here. From here, it looks just like a tennis bracelet. Traditional diamond tennis bracelet. If you look at it from the other direction, you can see that a good almost half of it is going to be your paperclip length. So this is really where you want to fine tune it and maybe even wear it a little closer to the wrist than you might normally do so that you can keep whatever side you want to show off that day up front. Does that make sense? In other words, if you wanted to wear it with all the diamonds up top, you want to put it a little more close to the wrist here, and then it'll stay that way. Maybe you decide that the other days you want to wear it a little more like this, where you're going to wrap it around so that maybe you want the paperclip link portion. Or you're okay showing half and half and letting it move across the wrist here. When that's fastened, you can really keep it to exactly where you want it based on how snug you fit that lobster claw onto all of these different links, which again are your choices of where to wear it. So does that make sense? It's a really versatile style. It's great for gifting as well. It's got that lobster claw, which is important because spring rings can be a little tricky to maneuver on a bracelet when you're putting it on yourself. So the lobster claw makes that a little bit easier for you. Plus you've got the white gold in that solid 14 karat white. It is our last one. So what you see is what you get here. So no more. There was a yellow gold option once upon a time. That is no longer. It's sold out. So, and we usually do like our white diamonds and our white gold for the obvious reason of showing off how high quality they are. And that one definitely is. So here's what we've got for you. Instead of, this price used to be $9,600, and that was a far, 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 far cry from where we want to be here. And then when we brought it down, they started all sell out. This is our very last one, though. This is it, and I will tell you really plain and simply here, this is the most affordable tennis bracelet we have. As a matter of fact, I can actually go beyond that and say, as far as bracelets in general, any stone, any style, this is going to be the most affordable bracelet we have in our inventory currently. And needless to say, going forward, that's only going to get more challenging to make bracelets. Gold is going back up. It really is. It's one of those things where, again, I met with the Gold Council last Monday, as in the 1st of June at the big show. And that was what everyone was discussing was, you know, all these experts where that's their job to discover and to really project where gold's going to go is really what they were saying is expect that to go back up. So it's just really tough to do bracelets as we take a look at it and get the price down from $96.99. We'll give you a much better value and we'll make this one really affordable for any gold marketplace. It's just really simple and easy right now. And then I think we're going to get into our vanadium barrels here shortly. So if you're waiting patiently for those, they're coming out soon. But here is our $1,999 piece here. That's going to be it. $19.99 for a bracelet, no less. Who on earth is doing that in solid gold? I think even in gold plating, that'd be a challenge to find, is a $19.99 price tag on a bracelet, but we're bringing it right now. So only one there stays in the white gold. It's been extremely popular, and it would make a great gifting idea as well because of the obvious reason of all the classic nature of a diamond bracelet, that it's tennis bracelet plus paperclip link style, but also the way you can adjust the link. So really, again, anything you want from smaller wrists. I know we get a lot of people every now and then, we'll get that request for someone's got a 5-inch wrist out there and we never can accommodate them. Well, here you go, up to from 4.5 to 7.25. So really one size fits just about everybody, maybe outside the newborns. So it's a really good way to go. Now, are we ready for the vanadium barrels? I only have 2 in the fabulous Asher cuts, which I can tell you right now are what everybody always wanted from when, actually one is a cushion and one is an Asher cut, so, but we do see them. They're stunning. And then we got a couple of pear shapes for you. And then if you remember my diamond Roman numerals, it's a discontinued design. We can no longer make these, same issue as the gold bracelets. It's a huge earring. That's one earring modeled after one of the more iconic designer styles that exists. So we'll bring those out. Last call in white gold on those designer Roman numerals. And I'll move on to some really pretty ruby drops. And this is where we go a little wild here. Now, these don't want to hang out by themselves. So I'm going to give them a little bit of help as best I can. And then we'll show you the other one because these are matched Marquise rubies, 1130279, 205 in Marquise rubies. So yes, over 1 carat each. You're getting the close up there on that one. And then let me show you its match pair. And then we also have 30 points in diamonds, which include the upper diamond, which is the bigger one bezel set, diamonds leading down and then right around that fabulous marquise cut where that one has a little water spot I just noticed, and 205 in your rubies. Now we only have the one pair. So look at, they're all polished up now, looking like perfection. Here's what we have from a distance away, and let's show you that length here. So this has been, gosh, this is a really good earring. A little more of a stiletto design, but not over the top in length. It's not 3 or 4 inches. It's 1 3/8. So you're gonna see here against the ruler, not too dramatic in size. They could be day or evening, I would say, but you do have an 1 3/8, and then I will pop one on for you as well. They are a post and a butterfly backing as we look at that one leaning as it is. So my apologies, but I got 2 hands that I need to take my earring off tonight. Sometimes I wear my one-handers and sometimes they have a little latch and I need 2 hands. But we're about to show you what they look like on, which is really striking. And there's something about that longer, leaner drop that is so attractive. No different than if we see an elongated ring on the finger, how it elongates that look. The earring does the same, but for maybe arguably more important, I'd rather have my face and my neckline look more long and lean than even my fingers. So that's really where you look at that, that whole idea. And I know they're dropping a little bit, and that's because I don't have the backing in, but they'll sit just where they should. But that's a really good look, isn't it? So you see your gorgeous rubies over a carat each. We'll go back to the wheel and show you what we can do on this price tag, staying in the white gold as well here, and then a fabulous discount for you if you would love to have some bigger rubies and fancy cuts. For that matter, we don't see a lot of marquise cut rubies. You know the deal. The drill with rubies is simple. It does not like to be cut any other cut besides an oval. That's why 99% of what we'll see in ruby are the aforementioned ovals. Here we go with a better price than even, no, $17.99 I can't do. That's a discounted price, but I want to take it even lower. And don't forget about our white gold bracelet. Did someone get our bracelet yet? Sounds like we're still verifying on the white gold bracelet. And here we are with a better than 17, better than 15, better than 14. One collar only. That's unfortunately all I have in this one earring that is so stunning and stately. They are elegant, aren't they? They really do. You can tell, even if you know nothing about rubies, nothing about jewelry, I think everybody can tell the same thing, is that they're really important in their styling. It's the styling and the length and that little bit of drama they bring. And we're going to take them down to $999 for the pair. That will be it to get the rubies into your collection. Nice way to go there, and only going to be $9.99, only one collar. And then I think we're getting ready. Since I only have a couple, I want to get to those vanadium barrels, just like I had to bring out the big 4 carat and a half sapphire early, knowing that we'd have fights on it if I brought it out too late in the show, and that's already gone. So we're going to do the same with our vanadiums because our early birds deserve those specials. So we're going to do that coming up, and I got 2 really big values on our vanadium barrel, and they're stunning. We'll start with the largest, which is my 227, one of the larger even from when we first debuted them. The rubies are gone. Congratulations on those. Now here's our first. Now I got to kind of recap what this is, because everyone and their mother's going to think that's the best Paraíba we've ever seen. That's what it's. And if I told you it was, well, obviously I'm never going to tell you to stone something it's not. That's just not, it doesn't align with my principles. But nobody would ever think twice if I said that's our best Paraíba in the inventory. There's no question about it. We have 2 vanadium barrels that are not in the pear shape. And I say that because last time when I brought them, that's what y'all wanted, was the cushions and the Asher cuts. And I know that not everybody got one when we originally brought them to you. It was one of our What's New Wednesday showcase items. It was one Wednesday and that was it. Now we're bringing a couple more. These are new ones that you did not see. So yes, even if you were there, you did not see these 2 styles I'm about to bring. Our next one is going to be under 2, whereas this one's over. So we are starting with the larger. So if you're a collector, go with the largest stone you can, because I got to tell you, the price is exactly the same. So I would say there's not going to be any better price tag for the smaller stone, so you might as well go with the larger if you like the cushion versus the Asher cut. But this is a stone that we have to just recap what it is. First of all, it's 1376 is the ad number. It's our 227, and all of this is 18 karat gold. But what we're also talking about is a stone that, as the name implies, beryl, B-E-R-Y-L, that is the family that we know of for aquas, emeralds, morganites, red beryl. Now the big interest with red beryl, it's funny, I've got some red beryl studs that are here. They're $3,000. You can barely see them. They're smaller than a grain of rice, and they're $3,000. And that's just the red beryl category for you. That's what they do. Red beryls are really expensive no matter what. This is a stone, luckily, we are enjoying seeing some really, really important Nigerian material that is vanadium. They haven't come up with, forgive us, it's too new to have a fancy trade name for it. So I'm sure one day, if there's enough of it out there, there'll be some really catchy little trade name to go with it. For now, we're calling it what it is. The beryl family gem that is unlike any other color because it's not blue like aqua and it's not green like emerald, right? We know that. It's not chromium. Chromium is what produces the green color you see in emeralds. It's not blue like a sky blue. That's what we see in aqua. Certainly not pink like morganite. It's not red like red beryl. This is vanadium beryl. So vanadium is the element that's been found in this region of Nigeria. Yes, the Nasarawa Egon region, where it's actually giving us a stone that I look at as Mother Nature's gift to us, who maybe are Paraíba lovers, who like a bigger stone but could never afford it. Because Paraíbas are about $100,000 a carat right now. So when you get this color Paraíba, I feel like this is just a nice little gimme for, okay, something new, something rare, something limited. We know why it's colored this way. But what you also have to realize that makes it special, it's not just the color. It's the neons, it's the brightness. Remember, it's all 18 karat white gold. It's a 227 in the cushion cut vanadium beryl. 31 points are the baguettes. And you also have 24 points in the round. So you see first the round halo, then the baguette stacked. I got to give you a little piece of advice here. Dial as early as you can. This is definitely not going to last, and I'm so excited. I do only have one pair, Denise. I'm sorry, you were not. We were one of many who missed out on the rubies. So, yeah, I'm so sorry, Denise. Yeah. I don't know who got them, but I'm sorry. There were a lot of you that missed out on those rubies. We can see if we have other ruby earrings. I know I have nothing in the marquise, but I could definitely bring out other rubies if you're amenable to that. But here we are with our 227. Call in early on this one because, again, everything's going quickly today. I've had people miss out on the sapphire and the ruby earrings, and sounds like the bracelet. So really want you to, I want to urge you to get in on the phone lights early here. So my next one down in size is going to be this style, just if you want to hang tight and wait for that wider style, the wider gold band with the pave and the asher cut. But here's our larger, because that one is going to dip under 2 carats and well under. This is the larger of them, and we're going to go ahead and blow it out. Remember, it's 18 karat white gold. It stays in that color. These are extremely affordable for what they are. I know we're all intimidated by the fact that we know if that were Paraíba, that'd be 50 grand right here on the show. That's the beauty of what I'm offering here. It's not even close to $50,000, nor is it going to be close to what you'd pay on the California tax on that price tag of even $5,000. So instead of, yeah, because 10% is 5, here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm not even asking $49.99. We only have one. And again, 2 only in the non-pear shapes, which is what everybody's been loving of this stone in the past. Only been here once. We're very excited to have it. It is that clarity. And I got to tell you, there's less of it available than the Paraíbas. I know we love Paraíbas for their neons and their copper bearing, their copper rich form of tourmaline that they are. But this is new and really, really scarce as well. So we know Paraíba is scarce and is mined out, but this is a stone that only was discovered in recent days, and it's also close to being mined out, and there have been very few stones that have ever come through. So again, this is really exceptionally rare, and you've got all the richness and the beauty of these blue greens, which are just, I mean, it's spot on. Spot on, best of the best. I'm not talking about any old Paraíba color with mostly greens. I'm talking about the pure 50-50 blends that we love to see when you get the very top quality of Paraíba this world has ever offered us. And it's not going to be $49.99 either. Just one. The Asher's coming up. The Asher's the same price. So here's where you get more diamonds, and you also get that really important 18 karat gold. And it's a larger size here, the largest of the day. And we're going to do that one right now for $3,999. And that will be it. So huge value there at a 227 when it's just gorgeous. And you see how big the baguettes are? Yes, they're about 5 points a piece. And then you got your 24 points in the halo, stays in the white gold. And don't forget, we have Tahitian pearl strands coming up for the first time in a long time. There was one strand just randomly here a couple of weeks ago, and it was gone very quickly, and I know how many of you missed out. So we've got new Tahitian strands today that are really affordable. We're going to have a rubellite. Speaking of great tourmalines, we got a rubellite. Still have my diamond bracelet, my 127 in diamonds, still hanging out here as well. And then tanzanite, remember that pendant we started with? And then the museum masterpiece today is a 5 carat plus in an emerald. So speaking of, again, great barrels, we got all the great pieces today, and a pair of Sorari earrings is here too. So really quickly, I promised you the other. Here's the Asher cut. It's 113, 1377. Here is the Asher cut, which has been another favorite. And actually, we didn't see a whole lot of cushions the first time around. It was mostly the Ashers that were so popular. Here's 1377, our carat 86 in the Asher cut. Blues and greens, and 43 points in diamonds. This is more gold, but it's 14K. Then it's got some cutout details. Look how, I would say this one's got a smidge more blue as well. So it's leaning more like a maybe 60-40 on the blue to the green here as well. And a really stunning example. It's the same price, $39.99. This time to get you 186 in the Asher cut with our rare vanadiums. I know we're kind of done with our What's New Wednesday mini series, but we are still proud to say, well, here's the favorite of them all. And like I said, it really was. This was the most popular at everything we did, from cashmeres to red barrels to Hackmanites and soda lights, and it went on and on and on and on. And yet this is where you get that really important, I mean, couldn't be prettier, could it? And the neon glows and that bright, bright pop it has, it's really something. Here's what it looks like. We got more affordable earrings coming up on the way as well. I've got some Soraris here for you. And then we also have some really pretty rose gold and diamond earrings. So my rose gold lovers will want to be here for the next couple of seconds here. And we'll show you a rose gold drop earring that's very affordable. So that's our second of the vanadium barrels. Let's get to our last of our Sorari front-facing hoops here in a large, oversized butterfly backing. Oh, how I adore this look, especially the fact that you're getting all these natural colors of diamonds. There's not a white diamond in the bunch here. 112-9916 is your number. One pair only. This is that front-facing style, so it puts all the diamonds right up front, and they do this incredible side-to-side, almost wrap around. So it looks like when they're on, like one side is flaring out and around and meeting up with the back of the earring. So it really puts all that diamond away. We've all seen inside out hoops and all kinds of different hoop earrings. This is really kind of the new rage, the big moment in hoops that you see those hallmarks there, designer Sorari hallmarks on the back, and 112-9916. This is our 274, so mighty fine diamond weight. Another reminder, pretty much like everything I have today, it's one of a kind for the most part. So you want to call early, always helps. You don't have to buy anything just because you're on the phone lines. It just puts you there for that first right of refusal. Now 1 inch in the drop. Now let me go ahead and show you what they look like on, because there's a myriad of colors here. It's yellows and different tones thereof. There's a lot of green diamonds in each particular earring as well. When you see how this looks, and isn't that pretty the way they sweep around, but they're still connected by their baskets, by their prongs. And then I'll show you what one looks like on here, and you can even see those nice, heavier. They've got a nice little support system in the back. As far as the butterfly backing, it's not your regular butterfly backing. They got a lot more of that powerful kind of support system behind it. But you can see here, I just threw one on, and you can really see what they do as far as what I was talking about. They look like they actually connect. Now they don't. This is as simple as putting on a post and a butterfly, no difficulty there. But you see how it just looks like it just keeps going and just connects in the back there, and it'll look like it's connecting behind your lobe, like it was some complex engineering design of a very unique earring that you haven't seen all the time. But trust me, it's really hot and happening in the designer jewelry world. And yet one pair, but look at that carat weight. Don't you think a $39.99 price would be fair? I mean, that's already discounted by about 70% off the retail. And this is when you can find the exact pair in retail. But instead, going a lot lower than $39.99 as we take another close-up look. One pair only. Last pair of our Sorari earrings, this front-facing style that we love. And all these different colors. There really aren't any two diamonds that are exactly alike. I'm seeing some light blues, some yellows and greens, some different colors of yellow, some fawn diamonds where they're leaning towards that brown orange color. And yet they're not even $29.99. Just one pair, that's it. We got to make sure they go, and they will. It's just a matter of who can dial in the fastest. They're 1 inch in that drop, but again, all facing forward. So you're getting major payoff from your nearly 3 carats in diamonds. They're all right up front. You see that everybody notices your diamonds here. And that's with all those colors. That don't worry about the color variety. I really find that when they're all in this variety of colors, this yellow to green to champagne, it becomes very neutral. So you're going to wear it a lot with a lot of different things. I don't think you have to be shy about wearing them with, you know, hot pink or red or blues and greens. It can really go with anything at all. And obviously, if you got some great yellow diamonds from us already, a perfect pairing, because we don't see as many in earrings. And let's truly blow them out. I think $27.40. Where would I come up with a number like that? That's $1,000 a carat. Let's watch As this price tag keeps on tumbling downward, it's going to be one of our bigger values of the entire show tonight. Don't leave us. Don't go anywhere. We got an amazing, amazing show that all these values can only happen here live. And it's one only on nearly everything I've got, maybe outside of the Tahitian pearl strands, which I only have 3 of, and the cross earrings we're going to debut tonight. But this is an even better value than $2,740 or $2,500 or $2,499. They're going a lot lower and by a mile. Keep it going. We're moving jewelry here. We really are. That's our only mission ahead of us for the next 2 hours and 16 minutes. That's it. That's all we got. So you got literally some very limited time here, and yet 24, 23, 22, 21. So low for what those earrings are, and we'll keep it going right now. $19.99, only one pair. Then we've got our rose gold and diamond drop earrings coming up next, and they're on the way. And anything you want to request, by all means, do that too. Another pair of hoops will be our Roman numerals in white gold later. Our museum masterpiece, which is our massive emerald. It's a 5 carat plus. Last time we saw a big emerald, it was $38,888. And then I brought it down from there, but it was still 30 grand. So we have had some big emeralds of late, but we're going to bring you a very small price on a very large emerald tonight. And it's in a pendant. It's in a pendant with a chain, 20-inch chain, by the way. So that's going to be a good one. Now, I think we're ready for our most anticipated pearls, and it comes down to this. There have been a number of you who have witnessed the pearl specials we've had in the last couple of days. We're going to do it next after the earrings. Promise these earrings, which are our rose gold and butterfly backing earrings. Take a look at this. This is wild. This is a very, I feel a little antique in its look here. I feel like they could be a little bit like, now we don't sell vintage jewelry, we don't sell used jewelry, but these have that styling that you would see in something more antique. It's 111-7977. And it is also, look at the length you're getting here. Ooh, pretty. There's almost a laciness about them. And of course, the rose gold and diamonds, they are 1 3/8 inches, top to bottom. So right between 1 1/4 and 1 1/2 inches. And there's 33 points in round diamonds. And then what I'll do is I'm going to show you the other one here so you can see the match pair, and then we'll pop one on the ear. But this is one pair only, and they're extremely affordable. I got to just say, attention all rose gold lovers, because this is something you're not going to see us do very often at all. And you can see here how fabulous they move and how they have great articulation to them. We'll show you up close as well as best I can. It looks like a little rose up top. And then I feel like you get this almost firework or laciness to the design at the base here. They are very articulated, so I'll just show you one piece at a time, if you will. But you can see it's got that really pretty, again, designer butterfly backing, and then you have this really important mix of pave and millgrain. So it's really got some textural elements to the rose gold that you do not always see. And it is very, very pretty. Very, again, very antique, vintage, almost Art Deco looking, little Art Nouveau. We've got the one pair. Amazing, aren't they? Really important, but not going to be. I mean, can we just do something as a blowout here? Make sure our phone lines are still operational when we got this great drop, and you see each link articulating each of those diamond shapes between the top post and the base. And then let me just hold that thought, and I'll pop one on for you. And you're going to see what they look like from a distance and how that 1 3/8 inches is going to move and give you some great movement. Boy, those butterfly backings are on there. It was even difficult to get one off. They are nice and secure. You can see it's like a floral design that you have in the actual backing itself. And they're $499. So that would be the most affordable item of the show by far, tonight or anytime. Look at that. There's what it looks like from a distance away, and those are gone. Congratulations. They're out of here. Those are so pretty. And then we are going to go to our, just a reminder, there are some Roman numeral hoops. This is going to be the bigger style of earring that we have for you. And it's also our last call, and these are very designer, the gal who, breakfast at, you understand. So this is where this design comes into play. Looks very couture. They have the Roman numerals set in a channel, if you will, down the middle, but then channel set diamonds. And this is a lot of diamond weight. It's a bigger, heftier earring, and we will never be making them again. It would cost us about $12,000 in gold right now. So that's really why, again, we're not going to be seeing this style going forward. A good thing we made them a million years ago And that's only a slight exaggeration because that's when gold was like, you know, $1,200 an ounce as opposed to where it is today, closer to $5. So you get this huge value. It's 111-5422. And we're going to go ahead and give you a great price. It's honoring an old price, which makes it even better. And we'll send it out. Just one pair in the white gold. I'm going to show you what they look like. You're probably familiar with these if you've ever opened a magazine before. And then for those of you going, what's a magazine? I don't know. There's no magazines anymore. Nobody sells those anymore. What do you mean? You mean on Instagram? Yeah, sure. Wherever you see advertisements for a fine jewelry store that does blue turquoise boxes. You've seen them. You've seen them on celebs. You've seen them on socialites, aristocrats, that kind of very, very shishi, high-end type of designer look. Well, they're $371 in diamonds. So they're also huge. And they're not heavy, and they have the big omega back, which is what we want for a really high-end earring, because otherwise not going to sit right. So look at this from a distance away, and I know they are always challenging to show in this light because they pick up a lot of glare, but you can see here what they look like from a distance, just for a little size and scale. But this is that large, oversized omega. So look at how that hinge just opens up, reveals your post. You're going to simply snap it back into place. It's comfortable. They're so much prettier on, so I'm going to do that now. And they wrap all the way around. So that's really beautiful, isn't it? And there's no wrong way to wear them. Your Roman numerals are going to go basically east and west as far as when you look at them, but channel set down the middle of what are these huge channel set diamonds. And they are big diamonds. And you can see this is unlike anything we do. And it's not that we shy away from doing big bold earrings, but it's impossible to make a value like this happen in today's gold arena. It's just that simple. When gold is where it is, you can't make big earrings like this and make them so affordable. So that's why we love a good 111 number, and having made them so long ago and giving you this big value you have here tonight. And look at how easy. That's pretty easy, right? Easy to put on, easy to take off. Back to the wheel we'll go. And sending them out. Oh no, we can't do 21,000. What do we look like? Designer retail? I mean, you'd have to buy your own champagne. I can't give you champagne, which we couldn't. I mean, we couldn't even if we tried, right? Because it's hard to do that through the television means. But again, that would be the only advantage right now to going to the retail store. If you think they have a better quality because they charge more, no, they do not. These are VS diamonds and solid gold, and a lot of that gold. So this is really an important time to pick them up, and this style is really well known. I mean, as most, there's a status look for every designer. Now, certain designers in jewelry, they don't just have one status look. That tends to be like in the luggage world, the handbag world. Everyone has their one status look, their status design. Jewelry, usually big designers are going to have several different motifs that they are known for. This is one of them, and one of the more pricey ones at that. So here's where we're going to get it a lot lower than $21,000. Take a look at this. They are going to fly. There's only one pair. That's it. Can't do anything about it. Can't make them again, even if you're willing to spend more. It's not the value we like to provide. So here's your chance to get them right now, and they will be under $10,000. And again, very high-end status look, no doubt about it. You want to look like $1 million bucks, but not pay $1 million bucks? Welcome to TVON. And they're not even $99.99 or $49.99. All the way on down they go. One pair. Love that it's something a little more unique, but also recognizable. And $3,999. That's it. Major value. We are just around, we're basically at $1,000 a carat if we charge nothing for the labor and nothing for this gold. And when I tell you they're solid, this is the heaviest earring I've ever brought here on this show. And I mean, even when there's earrings here, I've got some earrings that have 7.5 carats in diamond. They are not this kind of gold weight. And that's because they're not solid like this. This is solid all the way through. You saw, it's not just about the length alone, it's about the width. You saw those on. They're not just about giving you length. That's what I love the most maybe, is that 1 inch is a really wearable length. But they're giving you so much more wow factor and presence because they're wider than most earrings are, and that's really important. So last call on those Roman numerals ever. We'd love to melt them down and make about 15 rings out of that one pair of earrings, but if you'd like to go ahead and get them, that's why we're bringing them right now at one last hurrah. One big discount here for their last time on the air and last chance to get them. Otherwise, sell it or melt it. That's really what's happening. All right, next up, we're on our way. We need something other than earrings. I know we've had some great earrings. Oh, look at this. I just want to flash this. Another new piece for us tonight is from our heart-shaped lovers. Here's our blue zircon heart shape. Oh my, that is so attractive. Big heart shape here. That stone is about 9 carats 18, so a really good size. Plus you got it all attached to that chain in the lovely yellow gold. Got a big value on a purple sapphire. I do have a couple pear-shaped vanadium beryls as well, but the Roman numerals are down to $39.99. That is just straight up value. Okay, coming up. Yellow sapphire lovers, I just want to flash this. This is that, one of my favorite designs we do as far as something a little whimsical, but very girly and very designer. Look at that bow design with the asymmetrically set sapphire. How pretty is that yellow? Looking like a yellow diamond all day, but it's a yellow sapphire and an unheated stone. So we do have that. I want to go ahead though and just spend our last couple of minutes of this hour talking Tahitians. Let's talk Tahitian. Nothing like a Tahitian for summertime. Oh, on a little tan skin, maybe someone's just fresh back from vacation, all the way to think about when you're exposing a neckline. But this is also when I think about wintertime. I know seems long time away, but think about jewelry is seasonless. There's no wrong way to wear jewelry. And think about when it's cold out and you've got the cowl necks and the turtlenecks, what still works over fabric as well as it does on an open neckline, as well as it does conservative, whatever your style is. And listen, most women have one style. Or if you're like me and you're like, I don't have one style, I think part of being a woman is just change your style. By the day, you can have a different style, different look. So whether you're more business and structured and suits and things like that, or more playful or more casual or more elegant or whatever it is, the pearls always work. And this is not just any pearl. We're bringing to you the highest end really you can get in a strand, and look at the size of these pearls. Now, I know I've got a little bit of a no urgency, right? Because it's not one, not two, but 3 strands. And you know, they're all, to my eye, they look identical, but just because this is the way I like to do things, I'm going to show you all 3, so you're going to pick your favorite up close, because really obviously they're all a little bit different in the sense that no 2 pearls are going to be exactly alike when they came from a living organism. But we're going to show you 113, 1393. And again, here's the other good news. They're 18 inches, which is what you've asked for. I've had plenty of pearl strands over my 26 years of doing this where they're usually 15, 16, maybe 17. And so many of you have made it clear you want the 18 inches. So here they are, great giftable as well. And this month's birthstone, which is why we're putting out some great pearl specials here in the last couple of days, but these are all going to be 10 millimeters. So big size, but not oversized. They don't feel too heavy, because sometimes, I don't know about you, but I'm not a huge necklace wearer. I don't love heavy, and it's only because not because I don't like the look, I just don't like the feel. So again, the whole Betty Rebel thing I can't do. So this is really, I'm giving you a very, I would say, not oversized. They're not 14 millimeters, they're 10, so they're really wearable. But I think if they get bigger, that may not be as everyday wearable. This 10 millimeter is still huge, but not going to be taking it outside of that wearable level. So I love these. Yellow gold clasp on each one of them, so no choice there. But let me show you your options here. We'll go to the hand here because I'm going to drape each one so you can see them really as best as possible here. And then we'll show you, see if you can pinpoint your favorite. But come on in because there are only 3 available. Here's the first, and you can see that one's going to have a little bit more of a Baroque pearl centered up, very intentionally there. This one's a little more rounded, I would say, all along. And then here we go with option number 3 here, which is going to be, yes, it's door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3, but instead of being surprised, you know exactly what you're getting. So we can show them all here. Now, this is your clasp and closure. It's like all the closures we've been seeing on our pearls lately, which is that round solid gold clasp, which again has two different steps in how you're going to fasten it. First, push that little button down. You saw that little ledge of a button. That's going to push down, opens it up, reveals a little hook. That hook is going to attach to the clasp and closure. To secure it, put the hook on, very self-explanatory. And then for your security and for that extra safety, you push it in and it has that secure clicking sound. So you let me know which one of the 3 you like, but this is our Tahitian Pearl Strand Special. And again, first time in a long time, we've seen a Tahitian pearl strand. And all 10 millimeters in size, give or take, obviously some being a little more oblong, but mostly rounds here. So every pearl's a little different. They're all gonna give you that gorgeous luster, which is very much some purple and some blue and some greens and some teals, but an incredible price tag. And then let me model one for you as well so you can see. I'm gonna put one on the wheel here because obviously they're natural pearls, so we'll see what they look like here and see those colors. This is the best way to see some of the colors you have, and there's your clasp and closure. I'll show them to you on so you can see, well, how exactly does 10 millimeters look from a distance away, and your answer is gorgeous. And yet they're really, again, they're all not, you know, most of the pearls I've been bringing are graduated. These are not, so they're all within that same consistent millimeter size as we go back to our wheel, and then we'll go back to the hand as well. You can see the luster, so all these different viewpoints are important, but whichever one you like, and again, I'll show them all three together, but let's get the price tag to an amazing one. Did anybody bother to look up any Tahitian Pearl price tags for a natural Tahitian? Anybody looking at what those retail prices are like? Because they are not inexpensive for Tahitian pearls at all. And again, they're all 18 inches. I'm just trying, I wish I had a third hand here for you. But this is really where you get your choice of, and again, they're all just, I was looking at them up close and personal earlier. Don't see much of a difference really, maybe besides look at the center stone there. You know what, I'm gonna do something wild here. They're supposed to be $59.99. They're 14 karat gold closures. That clasp is all yellow on each and every one of them. So no question here, this is really important. So good. Tracy looked one up and she said 26,000. She's playing along. So she said $26,000. So I'm not sure what site or whatever, but it doesn't matter. That's, I'm assuming, a natural Tahitian with a gold clasp. 18 inches, I hope, because a lot of them are 16, and that makes a difference because what? Longer length gives you more pearls. So I'll show you each one as individually best I can here. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me know if you'd like to see each one up close as well. It's going to be a little tougher when they're on a wheel, but you get the idea. So again, what I suggested, and that's what I've always found, they're definitely in the 20 to 30,000 range. So you can do that on your own time, but this is obviously why you're shopping here, is because I don't think $59.99 is a bad price when you compare it to 26,000. Oh, this is even better. Tracy did not look it up. She has a better one. She bought one from me a couple weeks ago, and she said it appraised at $26,000. Even better, because everyone's going, I don't care what retail is. That's why I'm with you. I'm smarter than to shop in retail. I don't need to go to retail. So she buys one from us, gets it appraised for $26,000. Okay. That's even better. And those are estimated retail replacement values. Here's what I'm going to do. It's not going to be $59.99. We have 3 and 3 only. That's it. It's our only chance to get pearls here tonight. That is it. They're all the same length. I'm just, you know, it's hard to hold them each at the same exact length here, but let's do something wild. And you tell me if you want 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to put your name on your strand. So whichever one you like, we'll make sure you get the one that you see up here, which is also why it's important and vital to dial in early. They're not 59. It's also the top of the hour, so no doubt there's a few of you just tuning in. Welcome into TVON tonight. My name is Lauren Blair. We've got 3 Tahitian Pearl strands here going out, and they're not $59.99. They're not $49.99. All the purples and the greens, all those, what do we call that? We know that's called that beautiful aubergine, that great aubergine color and glow and iridescence. Think like the iridescence of a peacock feather is what you see. And they're not 49 or 39 or 29. What should we do? Even better than $19.99, you got it. It's turned into a top of the hour special. 18 inches in length per, solid 14 karat yellow gold mirror finish clasp. And we're not doing $29.99 or, as mentioned, $19.99. A strand, they're going even lower. And this is your time right now to take your favorite, whichever it is. You will wear the pearls. And it's totally, you know, if you don't have pearls like this in your collection, it does change the look. It really is something it's a whole different category than most of our other fine jewelry. I mean, think it looks different than how we wear our gold chains, our gold pendants, our gemstones that are in color, our diamonds. This is that sophisticated but very high end, but also very wearable. You'll get a lot of wear out of them. And you know what? Before you choose your favorite, let's get everybody on the phone lines who even wants a chance to get one. They're not 19, 18, 17, 16. I'll just keep on going. This is the rare exotic Tahitian pearl. They are organic. They are made by living organisms. That is the mollusk. So they're incredibly rare. They're very special. It's nothing but pearls all the way around. There's no graduation here. They're all the same size. And whichever one you like, we're going to make them better than $15.99. Yes, the one on the right side. All right, you're right, my left. Give me a name, please. A name is what I need. Linda? You got it, Linda. The one on the right is claimed. We have 2 left to go, and they are not even $15.99. Let's go for it. I would say this one's giving you a little more Baroque. This one's giving you a little more rounded in the center pieces there. Let's do better. $14.99 a strand, and they'll be gone. $14.99 when you got June's birthstone as well. About the most elite way you can do June's birthstone. And remember, we had a client who just got one a couple of weeks ago, and hers appraised for $26,000. So that is, I mean, that's a really fair trade when you got a $14.99 deal and appraisals like that. That's not surprising to what we do. That's I hear a lot of those appraisal stories every single day, but this is a little tougher because we don't have pearls every day. We can go years at a time without seeing pearl strands like this. And by the way, no front, no back. There's no wrong way to wear it. So $14.99, take your choice of left or right. And again, I'm giving you the option here, showing you each one, and we'll put your name on it. So 30 seconds left with those as we get into our second hour here, when we've got a yellow and white diamond surprise. That's new here today. Look at that beautiful ring, pave bypass. That's all one ring. That's not me stacking. That's all one ring. So remember, let me know if you want the left side or the right side, and we'll help you out there. So really, really important strands there for $14.99. There's that solid gold mirror finish clasp and closure. Wear them and enjoy them. And that luster is never something that we can show off as well on television. It really is something you have to see in person. So there they are. Last chance, last call. And then we're going to move along here. We also have a very special way to celebrate this hour, the kickoff to this hour. Don't forget about Roman numerals. We'll be recapping everything, and as usual on a Wednesday, everything will go by the end of the night. So make sure you call in early on anything you see in the first hour that you might want to shop on. But here is our purple sapphire, and so that's a really special sapphire there. We're going to come in a little closer and show you a look at it, but it's also 113-1414. And then here we go, last call on the pearls. Again, we're putting your name on your favorite strand, or you can let me know left or right, whichever one you prefer there, and then we'll see them out the door. But this is that stunning 1414, rare as can be, unheated again. We already saw one incredible sapphire go out the door. This is our unheated purple, and it's going to be a 177 cushion cut. 73 points in diamonds as well. Look at that color, just glowing. It's like a neon. It's got a little bit of pink and a little bit of bright blues coming through as well. And a special welcome to everybody who just now tuned in. Oh, I'm so glad to have you tonight. Thanks for being with me tonight on our big Wednesday night live. As always, we're always live with you here at TVON from Los Angeles. My name is Lauren Blair. We got 2 hours left in our Wednesday night, and a parade of great jewelry, all on discount. So couldn't be better. So take a look at this one. We're gonna blow it out. So here we are. I'm gonna try it on for you as well. Those bright, bright, bright fuchsias. It's a purple, which is really rare because it actually takes vanadium. We talked about vanadium barrels earlier, which produced a blue-green in the beryl family. In the sapphire family, vanadium is gonna produce these beautiful violets or lavender. Sometimes they're lavender. I find that a little bit more ordinary. There's a lot of different stones that can produce lavender. This is what I like, that jewel tone of a sapphire. Bright purples and really intense fuchsias. Some pink coming through, some blues coming through, but an all natural 177 stone there, and yet 73 points, all baguettes, every one of them, and then some beadwork to kind of border it. It just gives it a nice little finishing detail, finishing touch. I know it needs rhodium on the sides. I see that note made here. Let's take a look at this from a distance on the hand. Look how bright, even more lively and neon. From a distance away, it's our 177 with 73 points in diamond, stays in the white gold. We're gonna blow this one out. What a great way to do a halo, because those diamonds just have a way. They reflect the light as if they're mirrors. They're still gonna give you brilliance, which is all the colors of the rainbow from one incredible diamond array here. The collection is awesome. And you're getting almost 3/4 of a carat in those diamonds, and we're blowing it out right now. Should be $69.99. So much better right now. We still have Ferrari earrings, by the way. Yes, we do. We still have Ferrari earrings and Roman numeral earrings and one diamond tennis bracelet still hanging out here as well. So please don't wait on any of those gorgeous pieces we had in our first hour. Don't want you to miss out on those, but do want you to get this big value. $59, $49, $39, not a chance. I'm taking everything to a discount. Everything's got to go tonight. Everything, it always does. It's just a matter of when is it going to go? We wait until the end of the night to do our shopping, or are we doing it now? And not missing out, because that's really been the theme of the first hour. Sadly, it's been a lot of people missing out on one of a kinds that I've had already that have sold. So let's get you in right away and do better than $39, $29.99, even that's spectacular. But we are going to go lower than that and bring it on down to just $24.99 for that purple sapphire, rare as can be. And then how about that blue zircon heart shape I flashed? Anybody interested in that one so far? And then there's a big special in arugulite, the yellow diamond piece I'm wearing with white diamonds. And then we even have are cross earrings that are convertible style, meaning more than one way to wear them. I love an earring that's going to pull double duty, you know, especially now when jewelry is not exactly, you know, cheap if you want fine quality. So it's nice to get an earring that you buy once and you wear it multiple ways. Change it up, switch it up, even by the hour. Okay, $24.99 on that one. Now, we have a rubellite. We have our cross earrings. You've been asking for them. Yes. The what? Oh, congratulations. Thank you so much. The Roman numerals are gone as well. It leaves us with just the Sorari earrings are remaining now. Sorari left in our earring collection today. So that's the last of the earrings that are available. Everything else gone. The diamond drops in rose gold, the rubies, the Roman numerals, and I'm missing one, something else. Okay, I think that's it. And then we still got a couple strands of pearls for you. And then we did have a tanzanite pendant we started the show with. Remember, that was $9.99, still available. And then also some great barrels. The vanadium barrels look so good. So just a reminder, call us on anything you missed on the first hour. Let's talk a little bit about a preview of these cross earrings. Sure. Here are the cross earrings. You've asked for them. We made them. Here's what we're going to see featured a teeny bit later in the show. This gorgeous diamond drop. There's multiple ways to wear them. That's fabulous. There's a removable cross. And I've even been known to do other things with this, like if you have another O-ring, you could attach it and make it a pendant. There's a lot of ways to wear this in addition to just the hoop to start, by itself or with the drop. But with that gorgeous all diamond cross, it is classic. Wait to see these on. And they are very affordable, worthy of our top of the hour next hour. So make sure you're with us for that. Also have a big value on a mandarin garnet today. And since this is the time of night when we usually show our museum masterpiece, I'm going to give you a look at that. It's going to be brief because this is just going to fly. It's just, sometimes it's just simple and obvious. I'm going to start with it on the hand because, well, it's a pendant. So we'll see how it looks from a distance away because this one is about the size. It's about the quality, yes, but it's also about the size of this emerald being one of the largest I've ever been able to feature on this show. And it is our platinum and 18 karat gold pendant with a pear-shaped emerald, and that is a museum masterpiece, must go. So it comes with a 20-inch chain. You don't have to leave it on this chain, although it's a very heavy Rolo link chain. It's 112-7599. Our 507, yes, it's over 5 carats in a Colombian emerald. It also has a carat 41 in diamonds, but I know that this is such an important viewpoint because usually a 5 carat is not going to look like this. For example, here is a sapphire. We just had this, it's almost 2 carats. Here is a zircon. Here's a zircon that's 9 carats, just for some comparisons. We know this by now, but still visually making the illustrated point that this is a 5 carat that looks like a 10 carat, but look at it next to a zircon that's 9 carats plus. That's important because when you see this style from a distance away, you're going to see the glow. You're going to see 5 carats 07 in a pear shape, a lot of diamond weight. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. So another great look. And this is even more important because it's showing off the glow. The glow is everything about this one. Look at what that does. Museum masterpiece indeed. Now it's also going to be, and of course we'll always see something up close because we've got 10 power magnification on the camera lens. So let me go ahead and just walk around here and zoom it on back so you can see all of this pendant at once. Notice the great colors and glow. This used to be $38,999. It's only been presented twice on the air. Here's what I'll do instead. Big value today, our museum masterpiece must go in platinum and 18 karat gold, and yet look at this. Wow, a fantastic moment. Yes, those are your carat weights inscribed on the back as well, so that's important. It says actually, if you can read upside down, it says 507 and 141, so those are your carat weights. And then let me actually show you here, where is that hallmark on the platinum versus the gold here. Here's what we've got. Really special look, and look how clean that is too. When you're that up close on a mega stone like this and it's given that glow, so impressive. Chain coming with it, 20-inch chain. And it's got a, what kind of clasp is this? Let me see where it is here. It is our, I have no idea because I can't find it. That means it's nicely hidden. It's a spring ring. Okay, spring ring clasp, roller link chain, diamonds in the bail, and the very first caller on this one tonight. You are not spending $38,999. That's why it is categorized as must go. These are important pieces. They deserve great homes. They don't deserve to just hang out forever and ever in our vaults. Don't get full maximum enjoyment out of that. We like to see them, but you need to be able to wear it. And here's how we make that happen. Instead of $38,000, instead of half of this price, we did something like this earlier and it was quick to go. Don't miss out. This is going to be a lot easier than $38,000 or even 20 grand. We're getting real close to half off at $19,000. We're making this even better. And look how gorgeous that stone is. Muso Mine, Colombian Emerald. Could not be more proud to have a 5-carat stone, especially when we bring it down to this price under $10,000. It's a museum masterpiece. It is definitely a must-go. And it's not even $99.99 tonight. One only. That's it. Dial early. Let's make this better than $99.99. It's really happening. I mean, is this any surprise? I hope that the shock factor is not wearing off after having museum masterpieces for the last several weeks every single night. But this has got to go, and we mean business, and we mean saving you money, and we mean here's the best quality in the world at a better price than $99 or $89. It's even better than $8,500. Remember where the price tags are. $32,000 a carat for a 4-carat. That is where they top out in the buying guides of the world. You've got over that. And now we're making it better than $8,000. It is $79.99. And that comes with your 20-inch Rolo link chain. Hard to believe that that's even possible, but this is what the whole aspect of must go is. It means we are truly dedicated to getting these out to you, our collectors who never get to see pieces like this marked down in this way. And that's the beauty of it. Truly museum worthy, which means they shouldn't even have a price tag at all, let alone a discounted price tag. But there you go. $79.99 on that one. Let's get into our big time heart-shaped blue zircon necklace. That's here as well. And then this one's just too pretty. I mean, is there such a thing as too pretty? Sometimes it makes me just want to melt when I see pieces like this. It is so beautifully done. You take a stone that's completely mined out from its one source in Cambodia many, many years ago, and you look at the way this is done in this spectacular setting and perfectly attached to the chain, so it's your one and done, all complete, solid necklace with a diamond cut chain to it. And what's better? Blue zircon at 10 carats, and obviously you're not seeing this upright yet, so I will give you all those looks at it. But this is 18 karat gold to start. You can see it. It's the 18 karat yellow gold, so you can really appreciate that richness that it has. But it's also going to be our 37 points in diamonds. That's the halo around it. Lovely there. And then also attached to the chain and adjustability we built in as well. 16, 17, and 18. It's 1, 1, 3, 14, 16, and we're so thrilled to bring you this one only in a 9 karat 18, in the 18 karat solid yellow gold. It's a beauty. It really is. And it's that bright turquoisey pop of color. This just doesn't look like other gems. It does not look like your basic blues. There's a lot of blue gemstones out there, and I think they're all really should be praised for their own individual properties. But when you get a blue zircon of its best variety, you're seeing that beautiful, not only refraction, double refraction that makes it so inviting, but also the bright pop of turquoisey blue. It's a turquoisey bright electric blue. It's a 9 karat 18. It's 37 points in diamonds. We'll show it to you all the ways, and we'll send it out in a hurry. Let's get to it. We can make magic happen here, can't we? It's what it's all about. And with that fabulous spring ring closure and then all the different adjustable links, and there's great finishing behind it as well. You can see it here from a distance on the hand, and then wait till you see it on the neckline. Just really simple and straightforward, but this is such an important stone to own. And look at that. I love the 16-inch as we show it to you on the neckline, because you can really see how pretty that is if you want to wear it a little closer to the neckline, or certainly you can lower it as you need to that 17 or 18-inch length. But look what kind of turquoise comes out of that stone. Bright as can be. Tough to get any stone other than really Paraíba at its best to ever look this way and give you that kind of glow. That's no trick of the camera. It's just that bright. And this is the inside, by the way. Always got to show you the inside, because it's really very nice how we take that extra step and finish it from the back. And you can see your 18 karat gold hallmarks and all that richness of the yellow gold. And we have one and we'll send it out for you. Welcome into our Wednesday. A little bit of time left. We're about halfway through the show. Cross earrings in drops still to come, and any other jewelry you'd like to see. We showed you a lot of jewelry in the first hour. We'd love your requests. Don't have all that much jewelry left for today. So give us a call with your request. We'd love to help you out there as well. But let's make this really affordable. There is only one, obviously. So we know that. $17,000. Listen, I got to skip that. We know nobody is out there looking for $17,000. Even my 5-carat emerald and my 4.5-carat sapphire were well under $17,000. So I'm not getting that on a blue zircon, even though that's another stone that really has only been owned by, well, dignitaries, heads of state, royalty. Come on over and take a look at it. I mean, it's a very unusual stone. Very rarely do we see stones of this size, especially in that cut of the heart shape, and it's not going to be $99.99. Come on in. We got to move some jewelry tonight. We got an hour and 41 minutes to do it all, and we're going to make your dreams come true. It's not $49.99. Even lower. Why not? We're just taking huge, huge discounts every little step we can. This is not your sit back, relax, I'll wait, maybe they'll have another. There's nothing else like this in our inventory at all. And it's not $49. Let's go even crazier here. One color only, make it $39.99, and it will be done. Stays in the yellow gold only, and that one will be finding its home very quickly. It's a heart shape. Just don't see that very often. This is, I've discussed many times over how difficult a stone this is to facet, and a lot of times things can go wrong when you're attempting to facet this material because it is a more dense stone. So a lot of times it's very challenging to cut those precise movements to get the balance of the cleft there in the center and those really perfect lobes on the side. It's more of a challenge to do that. So you've got all that heart shape, which actually adds some value to it in that it's a more exotic cut. It's $39.99, and we'll move along. We got the big yellow and white diamond ring. Who all has spotted this on my finger so far? It's something we don't get very often. It's so easy to wear. It is so go with everything, so easy because it's low profile. This is still to come in our show. Now, tell me something. Everyone was doing their research early on Tahitian pearls, noticing our amazing value on Tahitian pearls. Look at this ring. What do you think having 1 carat in diamonds is going to go for if they're really top quality VS? Let's add the fact this is 1 carat in yellow and 1 carat in white, 2 carats overall. All the gold to support it, and the fact that it's micro pave and set low profile enough with a full finishing on the inside so it's comfortable, it glides onto the hand. It's amazing. Look at that, just easy on, easy off, tapers in the back so it's comfortable, finished on the inside, could be wear it anywhere on the hand. Let me tell you something, we're gonna do something wild on that one special ring here shortly. I'm thinking bottom of the hour, it's 10 minutes away. We're gonna do something really, really special, but you gotta let me know if you're waiting on the heart shape. Let's also blow out another sapphire. So you saw the big oval purple. I have the same color in the same unheated material, but in a marquise cut. Look at this one. Here's the marquise cut in that same saturated purple, red, pink color. What do you think? And that's gonna be 113-1156. And don't worry, that yellow and white diamond ring, spectacular. You know how hard it is to make all those yellow diamonds consistent like that? So rare. So this is coming up 10 minutes away, actually 9 minutes away now. So that'll be here, and low profile, look at the way it's finished. That is one elite level ring. I just saw something in a magazine, almost identical. I kid you not, it was $88,000. And I thought, I just had to remind myself, there are people every day shopping that. And going, where are they? Shouldn't they be watching my show? We could get them so much more jewelry for their money. But again, we have a very special piece coming up. It'll be coming up shortly. The blue zircon heart shape, verifying on that one. Here's what we're gonna do on the sapphire. Marquise cut, specialty cut, elongated. So you get this really pretty jewel tone, kind of shifts between purples and pinks and blues as well. It's like a little color shifting garnet kind of look here. And yet it is still over 1 carat, not quite, 62 points on this one. 62-point marquise, unheated raspberry sapphire. I think that's perfect. It's exactly what I would call it, a raspberry color sapphire. 21 points in diamonds as well. Welcome into Wednesday. We've got just coming up on that midpoint of the show where that yellow and white diamond ring will be. Get ready for that one. That is very, very special. I'm so excited to bring that to you. Delighted to have something so designer and so affordable for you, as it will be. We'll make sure of that. But here's our Ceylon Raspberry Sapphire unheated stone. Remember, that's all unheated. Really rare to get those saturated levels in an unheated stone. Usually the heating helps that out a little bit. Not the case here. Didn't need it. 21 points in diamonds side to side. This used to be $26.99. Look how clean it is. We got one only. Changing the gold color for you on this one. Yellow, white, or rose. You choose whatever color you'd like to have. But look how that's a tiny but mighty. It doesn't have to be 3 carats, 4 carats, 4.5 carats to give you a lot of color and a lot of liveliness. This one does. And it's no longer $2,600 or $2,500. We got a major value for our sapphire lovers and wear it every day, all the time. You don't need to worry about the durability of the stone. It's up there with diamonds. So that's one of the big perks of actually wearing a sapphire, is you never have to worry about, is it too soft? No, wear it every day. Wear it all the time. You cannot go wrong with this one. You cannot hurt this stone. It is a fabulous stone for everyday wear, yet you're wearing something in an exotic type of color. And we're going to blow it out for $1,299 and see who's out there. $1,299 giveaway. And then, yes, cross-drop earrings are coming up at the top of the hour. Our yellow and white diamond new band is coming up as well. That's only a few minutes away, so get ready. Tell a friend who loves diamonds. And then we got some blowouts for you. I'm going to do a little blowout wheel for you. Just a nice little affordable wheel on some real exotics. And then your requests are welcome. Make sure you let us know what you'd like to see today. And then if you like really expensive stones. Who likes expensive stones? I do. I just have that taste where it's usually like, oh gosh, why do I like the good stuff? This is not a sapphire. It is a rubellite tourmaline with a big old ugly fingerprint, but look at that now that it's better. Look at that, cleaned up, polished, and ready to go. What makes this unique is it's a round. So I want to point this out because my sapphires aren't going to get you this size. So we turn to the rubellite category and we get you that same color with that intense purple pink, and that's a 254 round rubellite. How gorgeous is that? 1386 will be the number. We can do something a little wild for you. I just want to let you know it's here because we had the sapphire. That may not be big enough for everybody. I personally like a bigger gem. I don't think I have a gemstone that's 62 points. I like something a little bit larger just because I prefer larger jewelry. So this is where you get a 254 rubellite and diamonds at 40 points, still that classic haloed mounting. So just a reminder, that's coming up in the show if you do want that color, but experience it in a rare tourmaline. But I got a quick wheel coming up. So we're just going to do a little blowout here on some one-of-a-kinds that include my favorite tanzanite ever here. And it's not tens of thousands of dollars either, which is a little bit unusual because I usually like the really big stones. But then there's the wearability factor that I really like here. Then we have the super rare corner rupine that I will tell you right now, everybody has been fighting over like crazy when I have one. So here's our corner rupine. And here's a cat's eye. Chrysoberyl. Super clean, super bright, transparent. So is there a rhyme or reason for having these together? Not a bit, not one, except for one common thread. It's that I'm going to listen to me carefully. And I know you're used to watching this show and seeing nothing but values. There's plenty of places to shop if you want to spend all the money in the world on jewelry. And the funny part is you're never going to get a better quality. Never. So don't take my low prices as any kind of indicator of, oh, maybe that's not as good. Best jewelry anywhere. TV, retail, wholesale, make it yourself anywhere. Promise you that. If you've ever shopped here, you already know that. That's why you're here. Here's what I'm going to do. The reason these are together is simply this. I'm going to move 3 pieces of jewelry lightning quick. Very, very quickly, we're going to send out 3 pieces that are all, yes, rare. It's the Bypass Trillion Tanzanite. It's the Cat's Eye Chrysoberyl, which is rare because of its clarity. Usually they're all mucky and hazy and cloudy, and they're still cool because they give us a phenomenon, which is chatoyancy, but they can be really hazy. So this one's clean. So that's really amazing because it's bright and clean and just you see right through it, which is transparency, which you rarely see in a chrysoberyl. Then there's the rarest of them all, which is the corner rupine, which looks for the world like Paraíba, but make no mistake, it is hundreds of times more rare than Paraíba and still going to be wearable and durable and all that good stuff. So now is the time to dial because we have your pick of the wheel here. Would you like the tanzanite in yellow gold, the chrysoberyl here in the yellow gold? We can actually change the gold color if you'd like us to on that one. And then the corner rupine in the white gold. This is a little unorthodox, but I'm going to actually ask for your calls now because I know it's easy to think $39.99, best case scenario. Yep. Ordinarily, yes. What these share in common tonight has nothing to do with the rings themselves and has everything to do with my need to blow out rare jewelry. And they're not rather rare, they're quite rare. I think they're really, I mean, first of all, where do you find corner roofing in a retail store? I have been in a lot of retail stores because it is my job to look at jewelry. That is my job. I know it's a really tough job and somebody's got to do it. And so I have chosen to have that as my profession, where I got to keep an eye on everything that's happening in jewelry, from auction houses to pawn shops to retail stores to TV to everybody, and know what's going on. And I will tell you right now, walked all of the halls of the big JCK show just about, what, 2 weeks ago? Not even. And yet, that was all of 10 days ago. And yet, not a corner roofing in sight. You can go to museum exhibits. Not going to find too much in the corner roofing category. This is your way to not only see it, how about wear it? How about own it? How about enjoy it every single day? And then you've got your cat's eye. I wouldn't kid you. I would just take all three. If you don't have one of these, take it. Enjoy it, because they're going under the price that it costs to make them. So one big value to blow them out right here and now. Take a look. This is not going to be long for this world. It is just your time to dial. And again, nobody's on the phone lines yet, probably figuring, they're so rare and they're really beautiful. And I see a lot of diamonds. And the tanzanite's more about the gold and less about the diamonds. You are getting a tanzanite there that's nice size, 78 trillion. You've got your corner roofing, which is going to be our 40-pointer right over here, blue greens. And then you have the fabulous cat's eye, which is actually 104. So a nice, a nice size there. So again, everything stays in the gold color except the chrysoberyl. That can be changed. And no takers, no interested parties, no collectors. I can't call them museum masterpieces, but I should. To be honest with you, I think I'm doing them wrong by not giving them a museum masterpiece moniker. They really are. And yet what we'll do is take them down below $39, $29, or $19.99. You can't make them for that price all day. We know that, but we're also still after just really, really teeny prices. That's what we want. To shop here, it means we got to top our prices every single day. Every single day, got to come in here and find a way to make it better when things cost more. And that's what I'll tell you. In the decade I've been standing up here doing this and talking about jewelry every day, I have never seen values as good as they are right now. And that's simply because things cost more now. They do. And yet our prices are going backwards from where they've ever gone. So this is your time to pick things up. And don't tell me, oh, fine jewelry, I can't do it anymore. Oh, I can't do it. I can't afford it. You absolutely can. It's just about knowing where to go, knowing when to watch, knowing when to be here to see these values, because if you're not here, you're not seeing them. All the people that aren't watching are never going to know this happened. This is your chance and opportunity right now. And they're not even $19.99. Forget about even $1,500. One of each. Corner roofing, tanzanite, and the gorgeous cat's eye, which there's a lot of variety of cat's eye that you're not going to be all that interested in. And then you see the really good ones and say, now that's a top quality cat's eye chrysoberyl, and that's what I'm interested in owning. Here it is, and we'll go better than 14, 13, 12, 11, 10.99, whatever you want up there. Yours for the taking, but remember, one of a kind. When they go, they go. And they're only going to be $999 a piece. That's it. That's all I can do. I'm making them really affordable. Remember the diamond weight you're getting as well. This one's all finished on the inside. This one, the corner roofing's got a 63-point diamond weight. The chrysoberyl has a 56-point diamond weight, and the tanzanite's going to give you 7 points. We got to do an auction or something. I don't know what it's going. Oh my gosh, it's 6:30. Oh no. You know what we're scheduled to show you, right? Oh, no, 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 no. Well, guys, we can wait till tomorrow. Are y'all going to be with me tomorrow? Or are we going to be watching something else? I'll tell you what. You tell me, does anybody want to see this ring? If I don't get a call, I'm going to wait, because I don't know if I want to show this when we got a light audience, because this is the one that we've been waiting on. 88,000 designer ring that I modeled it after. It's all finished on the inside. It's bright VS stones. Those are some of the brightest yellows I've ever had, and we are specialists in bringing you bright yellows. Is there anybody liking this ring? Because I'm supposed to show it here at the bottom of the hour. That's what I promised. And it looks so good and so bright. And those are really impactful, powerful yellows, because you know how you gauge that? You look at the gold it's in, and you know I tell you this trick, use it wherever you shop for yellow diamonds. Look at it compared to the yellow gold. Which one's stronger? Right there. Which one's stronger? Most yellow diamonds, at best case, they're going to match your 14-karat yellow gold. Ours, I would say, are numerous steps brighter. Higher end, brighter, more saturated yellows. Nobody on the lines. Okay, so we can save that for another day, week, month, year, I don't know. This is just an important style that probably should be one of those debuts that I tell you about for weeks in advance, and then we debut on a Sunday morning at like our big top of the hour. We send out emails, we give out, you know, specialty, like, I got to tell you, this is the showpiece here. This is it. This is the $88,000 designer ring. Although the designer does it in a very, very low quality yellow diamond because, hey, they're so proud they have yellow diamonds at all. They're just like, here's some yellow diamonds, and everybody fawns over them. We are a little bit more choosy about our quality. It's not good enough to just bring you natural yellow diamonds from the earth. We have to bring you the highest quality of yellow diamonds from the earth, and that's what this is. And while I've been showing you gorgeous yellow diamonds for a lot of years, these are some of the brightest we've ever had because they are an ultra bright, what we would call in the trade the vivid yellows, because that's what you get. Now, it's not graded. We only do that for the big stones. We don't grade the individual pavés because that'd be a lot of grading that has to be done. That's going to take years. So instead, we put all these diamonds together. You're getting 1 carat and 1 carat. It's that whole, it's kind of like the yin and the yang because you've got the yellows that are offset by the white offsets by the yellow, solid gold within it. It's also two-tone gold. So if you're like me and you like to match, and then you're not wearing your rings only half as much because you're either choosing your yellow or choosing your white metals day by day, here's the ring that never leaves your hand because it's both. You get the white diamonds and the white gold and the yellow diamonds and the yellow gold, and when the yellow diamonds are as bright as these are, do we have anybody thinking about it? You like it? I only like to show you what you like, and we do have one caller, so we might as well just give them the deal here. Let's take a look at it. It's $88,000 in retail, but theirs is not as good, which isn't going to surprise anybody because most of the yellow diamonds out there are either fake. They're either fake yellow diamonds that have been either fake completely, like lab grown, because there is such a thing now, or they're treated yellow diamonds. When I got to remind you, this is not a treated yellow diamond. Let's look at it on the hand, because this is also going to make quite the statement here for you when you see how beautiful it is. And not only that, I never want to sell you. Listen, if I sell you a piece of jewelry you don't wear, that's a waste. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of your money. I'm not going to sell you jewelry you're never going to wear. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I think and that's why a lot of us look at jewelry. We don't buy everything because we know that, well, that's pretty, but I'm not going to wear that. So, okay, you wait for the pieces you're going to live in. You wait for the pieces you're going to wear. That's what jewelry's about. I hear people tell me all the time, I love to go into my safety deposit box and look at my jewelry. And I'm thinking, now, why aren't you wearing it? Why aren't you wearing the jewelry? And if it doesn't fit anymore, let me size it for you. If it's an issue of, my ring size changed, okay, let me size it for you. Here's what we have, 113-1297. We have one caller on the lines. I want to thank them for dialing in and being with us and saying, I like that ring. I do. It's really, you can see it's wider, but it is going to narrow. So we make sure that it's comfortable because, again, part of wearing it is it's got to be comfortable. So we made it narrow in the back to support all this gold up front, but to still make sure it is comfortable. Now, this is the breakdown. It's really straightforward. 2 carats overall and an exactly even split between your yellow diamonds and your white diamonds. So it's going to be 1 carat yellow, 1 carat white, 2 carats overall, and in a lot of 14 karat solid gold. Oh, I listen, I'm intimidated. I don't get intimidated by much. But it intimidates me that I just had a $9.99 wheel of exotics and rare, and they're all still here with me. I'm having to buy everything tonight. Because, you know, someone got to fill that quota. So it'll be me. Now, it's okay because I resell the jewelry and make money. So that's kind of the, you know how everyone has a side hustle? Well, there you go. I mean, you can turn around and sell any of these pieces and make your money right on back. So if you want to do that, you can. But I got to tell you, here's where we can make something really special happen for you. 1 full carat each side. Yellow and white, no other way, just tell me your ring size and get it to size to any size you want, because if you want to wear this middle finger, index finger, it's great for that because it is so wide. So as we take a look at it here, I'm going to show you again and we'll show you the inside. I want you to see the inside and the way it's finished because that's going to show you how much gold we used and how really it just has this real silky kind of glide on, glide off kind of feeling. But again, I'm so just stunned by those yellows. So $88,000 retail, but you guys know you're not going to spend retail, and I know that. And I'm not going to ask you to spend the retail tax in LA, which is $8,800 either. I'm not going to ask that either. But I do think that with only one shopper on the phone line so far, I feel like if we do something a little bit stunning with the price tag, we may be able to make sure we get a couple of people the opportunity here. So let's go ahead and run our very first live auction of the evening of this Wednesday, June 10th. And here goes nothing. We're not going to start at $8,000. And those are very high grade. Now, I know you know that commercial grade diamonds are $1,000 a carat. Actually, that's kind of an obsolete price at this point. They're more. But let's just take that metric for a moment and talk about commercial grade diamonds, the types of diamonds that you as a cutter have to buy if you want to cut diamonds. So to do your job, you have to buy diamonds just so you can cut other diamonds. Okay, you take rough material and you cut them with diamonds. Diamonds are that durable. So they need to be cut with other diamonds. And when you buy commercial grade diamonds for that exact intent, they're $1,000 a carat. That has nothing to do with the kinds of diamonds you see that are the more prevalent I1s, I2s, I3 qualities you see out there. Those are all, okay, they're in jewelry, so I guess we call them jewelry grade, but they're not very good quality. Those tend to be about $2,000 to $2,500. Now, that's per carat. Now, if you're going to a higher end like the SI is really good. That's what good jewelers will use usually, is an SI average, and that's all more like $4,000 to $5,000 a carat. That's all fine and well. You know us and love us for our VS diamonds. It's why most people are turned on to this show in the first place, is because they're seeing a quality of diamond that they don't get anywhere else. So that's a beautiful thing. But instead of spending something like $10,000 a carat, you've got right now $4,000 a carat, because there are 2 carats total weight here. Yellow, white, together, lots of gold. It's not $8,000. We're going to put it on the auction block and start frighteningly low, because I want to get a lot of you in and give you the opportunity to own something very special and different and bold, and not going to cost you a fortune to do it because you're watching on a Wednesday. It's that simple. We still got to move jewelry. I don't care if it's a Sunday where every single person in the world is watching, or if it's a Wednesday and we got 10 of you. It doesn't matter. We have to move jewelry. So you get the value, and this is going to be a very an auction that is maneuvered very, very highly in your favor to get things going. So instead of $8,000 or $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000, which a screaming deal as it is, we're going to go significantly less than that and not ask for $5 or $4 or even, should I just go $3,500 and a $10 increment to go up from there? We got 3 people in so far at this point, loving the newest and latest and greatest diamond ring. $35 not doing it. I'm at the mercy of your bids here. Let's see what we can do. $3,000? You know there's more gold than that, right? There's more in it than $3,000 worth of gold. Forget about the labor. We're not talking about the labor. More than $3,000 worth in gold. And now we're looking at, got to do some, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm going to lose so much money tonight. I've already lost a ton of money in this first 100 minutes. We're approaching 100 minutes on the air. I've done nothing but go backwards, but hey, we've moved some jewelry. We've moved some really rare jewelry. Some pieces we haven't moved, but yet they will go by the time 8 o'clock hits. Here's what I'm going to do on this one. Instead of $3,000, it's now or never, and now it's up here. So we can't bring it back as much as I'm thinking, just save it for next week. Can't do that. It's here and now. We've got a couple of you thinking about it. So here's what I'll do instead of $3,000. You're in the clear as far as the gold. You have literally, and again, what do I know? I just make jewelry. I was making jewelry this afternoon all day. It's amazing what, you know, I love a good wide band. I love a good dramatic piece of gold. So I make a lot of gold jewelry. I make a lot of more simple that don't even have a lot of diamonds, and there are a lot more than this to make. So again, take it from us. We are the manufacturer. We know what goes into this incredible jewelry, and then just smothering it with diamonds from side to side, doing the yellow and the white and the brightest yellows we've had. I mean, there's any brighter, they wouldn't be yellow anymore. They'd be a different color completely. This is the way to do it. We're not going to do $3,000. Let's start at $29,000. You know what? Skip that. Let's just go to $25,000. I want everybody in. $2,500 to get this started. And don't worry about the increments. It's $10. So if you're not the first bidder, that's okay. I'm hoping to get more than one. But let's take a look at it together and see what you think of this very special ring. And here it is at $2,500 to get it started. What a piece. Yes, question, how we doing? That is amazing. And I got to try it on. Sure. Here it is on the hand again. Oh, look at this. Oh, my. If you had, like, just imagine half the ring. How gorgeous that would be. And if it were just yellow or just white, and look at that ring all coming together, pave one side all the way to the other. 25, should we give it 60 seconds or do we have the open? We've got the open at 25, I see. Wonderful. We've got the open at 25, and so far that's it. So far, that's all we got. $2,500. Uh-oh. I started low to get a lot of people in activity. And that's just not happening thus far. Oh, don't tell me. All right, so we're at $2,500 with one bidder. That's it. All right. Well, let's give it a final minute, 2-minute clock. That's all we got to do now. I know. It wasn't the day to do it. I could tell that. 5 o'clock tonight. I knew this wouldn't be the day. But I'll tell you what. It's your day. It's your day to capitalize on one of the biggest diamond values we have now ever seen. And I know it's not for everybody. You got to love the yellow and the white together. But wait, the way that combines the 2 tones of gold looks fantastic. I know not everybody does 2-tone. This might be your kind of your entry point into trying the bicolors of the diamonds. It just makes sense. I mean, if you're going to go into yellow diamonds, it's important to have those in the yellow gold. And the standout color that those yellow diamonds are really second to none. We've had a lot of good yellow diamonds through the years. And I know we can't go back retroactively and put up every yellow diamond that's ever been here and show you side by side because they're already gone. But again, when you've seen enough of them, I think you know, and that's why I always give the comparison of look at it in relation to the gold that it's set in. That's really rich, beautiful 14-karat gold. So a good yellow diamond is going to match and mimic that 14-karat yellow gold color, and these go beyond that, far beyond. If you look at the color that you have there, again, that's always my metric here, is what I recommend you do as well if you're ever shopping somewhere else and you want to know, what was that little trick she taught me? Look at it compared to the yellow gold. Think about it. If the yellow diamonds were this color, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a great yellow diamond color. But what you're getting here is, and yes, more saturation is supposed to equal more money. It is. That's about as high end as it gets. And we're talking about $2,500 one bidder. All right, let's give it 2 final minutes and we'll be done. You got 2 minutes to shop it, 2 minutes to put your bid in, 2 minutes when it's only $10 on the increments as well. So that's awesome. And here we are, last call. You do need to be in before the clock ends. So what does that involve? A phone call. Just quickly before the minute 42 runs out. That's it. Just got a call before that couple of minutes runs down. That's all you got to do. $2,500 and going in short order here. 90 seconds, it'll be gone. We'll have our winner. We'll know where it's going. But that is a spectacular. When you consider the gold, the width, I mean, look at this. And yeah, it's all comfort in mind. It's all built with that great finishing and the tapering in the back. But when you look at it here, this is not, I know, it may not be for everybody for this reason, but look at this. If you like a bolder ring, look at it on the hand so I can show you the measurement from one end to the other. That's 3/4 of an inch. Solid diamonds. Solid gold underneath, but also solid diamonds. And look, it's not in the way. I could go out and live life. I don't need to worry about prongs sticking up in the air or one big center stone sitting on a large head on top of your ring. Not at all. You know, those get in the way sometimes. They can snag on a fabric or catch on a thing or get in the way when you're typing at the keyboard or maybe getting into, I got to tell you, as a jewelry wearer, and I'm not the only one, my car looks pretty good for having 100,000 miles on it, but I got to tell you, the thing that doesn't look good is the door handle. Because that door handle I'm wearing rings. I wear rings. What can I say? So there's a lot of those little, hairline scratches there right around the door handle because I'm wearing my rings. And the rings are okay. The gems and diamonds are okay. The car's not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just part of life, right? You're using your hands. Can't really get past a day without, using your hands. So this is part of the practicality level. If you need a piece that's bold and beautiful but is going to be wearable at the same time, here it is. Here it is. And we have 2,500, no other bid. Well, that was a waste of 2 minutes. So much for getting other competitors. We got 25 going once, twice, 3 times. Bye-bye. It is sold. Congratulations. Thank you. That is gone. We've got cross earrings coming up quickly here. We will be doing some cross earrings as well. They'll be in about 14 minutes from now. This one is sold. Sure, we can bring out the rubellite. Here's the rubellite you asked for. That is a rubellite as one of our most rare and exotic. Before Paraibas were even discovered in 1989, this was considered the rarest of all the tourmalines in the world. And so you've got a very important one here with a 254 round rubellite, glowing, clean, and 40 points in diamonds. Hello. Let's get a closer look at it. And then again, we would love your requests since we are getting close to our last hour here tonight. So let me know if you have any requests that we can help you out with as well. 254 on the rubellite. Let's give it away. That was the long way to give something away, was the auction, hoping to get a lot of activity and didn't. So joke's on me. And now we'll just do what we do. Give it away right now. First caller, though, it's going to be really important. You dial in early. really early. That is the key to success. 254 and 40 points in diamonds. Nobody's on the lines for this one, and it was already asked about. A lot of you saying, bring it out, bring it out. We want to see it. We want to get to know it a little bit better. That looks like a superstar that used to be. I know we've had a round rubellite recently. It was $49.99. Doesn't quite work for everybody's budget. So here we go, or Baget. We'll say Baget, yes. It's just a really, again, really important rubellite in the round. And that's so clean. Did you notice how I came in closer? I didn't want to back away. I wanted you to see, because this is a type 3 stone. Where are the inclusions? Where are they? They're supposed to be there. They're supposed to be all over the place, especially in a rubellite. They're really known for their inclusions, because that's usually what helps give it a little deeper, darker color. There's a lot of characteristics going on inside that stone. Well, we can take $49.99 and make that the thing of the past, the price of the past, the blowout of a lifetime right now. But we're going to need you on the lines quickly, because this is going to be a weird one, and weird in the best way. Weird's good. When it's a weird price tag, you can't just, you can't question it. You just got to say yes, try it. I want to show it on my hand here. Great for Wonder Rings, by the way. I know how many of you have the Wonder Rings paired up beautifully with that. You could put one or one on either side if you want. And really, look at that stand out kind of color. That is some serious flash to that round. You know it. We talked about this with a sapphire. Rare to get the round. Rare to get clarity like this. Rare to get, as a result of the round and the clarity, it's a sparkle factor you would not normally see out of this stone. And it will not be $49.39 or $29.99. I have officially lost my mind on pricing this rubellite here tonight. That is too big a rubellite and too rare of a cut and superb clarity to ever be under $3,000. I'm going even further. I just feel like I'm crowding it a bit. So now we got to give it a little breathing room here. Only one. That's it. Who's it going to be? I don't know, but we're going to find out here quickly, because it's going less than $29.99. This is unheard of. Here we go with these values. We love a good value. We love a good value on rarity that you would never see anywhere else. Here we go. Not even $29.99. Forget about $2,500 or $24.99. This is your shot. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. You will get that choice in the gold color. And let's get it, you know what, skip even $24.99. Let's go even lower than that. You got to dial early. What can I tell you? Is not going to last for long. That much we know. And you have a choice here of your gold. You get your ring size. You get, how about shipping for free to your doorstep? That too. All of it. You get all the bonuses, all the extras, all the freebies, all the wonderful things that make shopping so convenient and so really extra luxury, I believe. And we're going to do something really rare here and make it $1,999. That's it. We got to move along. We still have our Museum Masterpiece Emerald, still have our Tahitian Pearl Strands, 2 of the 3. Have a great Fawn Diamond. It was under $1,000. We've got Sarari, gorgeous, multiple colored diamond earrings. They're here for well under $1,000 a carat. That's just a little bit of what we've had. What we have coming up, cross earrings in 10 minutes. Multiple ways to wear a diamond drop cross earring. You've asked for them. We made them. Where else do you tell a shopping network what to do? What you want, what to make, what price you need. That's what we offer. So here we are, $19.99. Okay, we're going to do some tanzanite. I have one. One pendant was here earlier. We've got one more pendant. Don't love the price on it, so we'll skip it. But I do have a really good cushion cut and a ring. So we have a great ring there, very classic setting style on that 837. Also, I'll just mention it here quickly. This is a collar, all diamonds. You know, nothing special, just 8 carats in diamonds in a solid 18 karat gold necklace. There's that one. If you like a diamond collar, remember our pink sapphire collar the other day? That was lovely. It went halfway around, or really 3/4. This is all the way around. So it's a true, honest to goodness diamond collar. It goes all the way around your neckline. It's 17.5 inches. So if you're an 18-inch necklace lover, yeah, I don't think you're going to have any problem with this one. 17.5 inches in length. Look at that designer style. All these really unique, heavier links you have. And it's got this same kind of pattern, even back where it closes. The clasp and closure is going to continue that pattern all the way around. And you've even got your little figure-8 safety catch there. So this is one gorgeous diamond necklace, and it's so luxury too. Look at how it looks from a distance away. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty how that looks there. So just want to remind you, this is here and hanging out. We'll show you up close as well. It's 1130949, and check out the pattern that it gives you. Bigger diamonds all the way through. I call this the wishbone meets the pear shape meets the rounds, because it's all of this different designer style. And I know it's not going to sit on its own very well, but look at that. That pattern never stops. 17.5 inches of huge luxury VS diamonds in solid 18 karat gold. Look at the finishing there. 43.3 grams. If you're translating that to ounces, that's about 1.5 ounces of solid 18 karat gold. So not a lightweight here. She's not tinny or hollow or light or airy. She's got some heft to it. So when it's on your neckline, then never flip, never turn. That's no good. We don't like collars to do that. Show off the diamonds. You paid for the diamonds, let's show them off. Well, you paid for some of the diamonds. We're going to do something special here on this one. It's under, wow, 73,000 is where this started right here on this show. That's a far cry from where retail would be, and all right, that's great, but 72,000 is not going to cover what we need to do here to make this the magical value. And look at this. I want to show you. See that one little elevated button? That's where you're going to open it. So you press this down. There's an interlocking latch. So when you press it down, it opens up what is basically like an insert closure you would see in a bracelet. And then you're going to fasten it by popping that one side into the other, just like so. And then you're going to actually move that figure 8 out of the way. See how it's closed? And then flip that figure 8 over for extra security. That's it. So the design carries on throughout the entirety of the necklace. You would never know where that clasp and closure is. You get the design elements all the way around, no longer 73,000 or 72,999. We're going even lower, and a 759 diamond necklace. Remember, these are also not small stones. There aren't that many diamonds. They're not one pointers. So it really is the bigger sizes you see all the way through. And 18 karat, we could have done 14, but went the 18 karat gold route because the diamonds seem deserving of that. So we've got the whole thing for under 20 grand tonight, and it will not be 19,999. Only one. The collars, hint, hint, have been going very, very quickly of late. I don't think that's any surprise. It's what we see the least of. As a category of jewelry, when we bring you nothing but jewelry, it's what we see very little of, is a complete all the way around diamond necklace. And when we say collar, usually it's that one with those specks of diamonds that just go in a straight road. Nothing wrong with that. But this is much more, well, everything. It's much more width of the gold. It's much more luxury. It's going to never flip or turn because of that width. And look at the way that that looks with that very designer link all the way around. It's not $15,000 either. Got a better value for you tonight. One only. This will go. All the collars have been going. And I know we don't do our single row collars any longer. They're just too much money to make. So that's why we say let's just blow out an existing collar. Don't make it today where it's going to cost 5 times this price just to do the gold. Let's get you a new price than 15 or 14,999. It's going even lower, and there is only one. And like I always say, if you want to split the payment, put it on 2 cards, go ahead. Put it down the middle, half on one, half on another. Makes it easier, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and blow it out for 13,999. One only there, and that's solid 18 karat yellow gold. It is something special. It stays in the gold color that it's in, which is the yellow, which is our favorite right now anyways, it seems. And then you've got all those bigger diamonds. And again, it's a series of bezel and pave. So you've got bezel sets, really mostly bezels, because the 2 here and the 2 here, 2 that go horizontally and 2 that run vertically, those are all bezels. The only thing that's pave are going to be these little almost Wonder Ring sections. So that's where you get the pave. The rest are all bezel set. 13,999. Thank you, everybody, for looking at that one. Just a reminder, let me show you what we have left from our first 2 hours in the show, because in an hour from now, they'll all be gone. So I want to give you a little update of where we stand here tonight with some of our jewelry ideas and some of our great rings and discounts we've had. Also, a beautiful bracelet was here earlier. It's our last of the 1999 diamond bracelets. I've had a couple of vanadium barrels that were brand new today. You know they're going to go. It looks like a $50,000 Paraíba. Sorry, but it does. But it's more rare. It is more rare. I have plenty of $15,000 Paraíbas, or $50,000. I don't have a lot of vanadium barrels. We have 2 new ones here tonight. So there's the cushion cut. And then we had these gorgeous Ferrari front-facing hoop earrings. Gotta love these. In the yellow and the green and the champagne diamonds. They're all different colors of diamonds, but that's the key. They're colors of diamonds, not white diamonds, but colors of diamonds. And then we had that tanzanite pendant we started the show with. You may have missed it. I have a fawn diamond here that's $9.99. That's a heck of a lot of 18 karat gold for $9.99. So is this pendant. Here's the Asher cut tanzanite. Asher cut tansy in the pendant style. That's going to be a one only. That's also Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve, and that'll be $9.99. Also have the tanzanite bypass ring that is here with the trillion, still exhibiting reds, looking amazing. Trillion cut one only stays in the yellow gold quilted pattern to that gold. In the bypass, that's here. And then we've got our purple sapphire. It looks a lot like the rubellite, but it's a sapphire. I have another of the fabulous blue-green vanadium beryl. Let me move this up front so we can put our vanadium beryls on opposite sides of each other. There's the Asher. The Asher cut, by the way, either of those vanadium beryls, $39.99 only. So a very smart buy to pick those up when they look like the world's best Paraibas, and they don't cost you what a Paraiba does. So you've got some great chances there to pick up those two. Then we've got our chrysoberyl, a very clean, bright, cat's eye. So here, kitty, kitty, we got a great cat's eye round, one of our better ones. And then, of course, anything else that you'd like to see. I know we had a heart-shaped blue zircon necklace. So it's a little recap of some of those pieces from earlier tonight, from the last couple of hours that we've been on the air together, shopping up a storm. And here's that beautiful heart shape. So this is where you can still get a really enormous 9 karat plus blue zircon heart shape. Here's our sapphire. Look at that one. Then we got our vanadium. Vanadium beryl, still part of the beryl family, but vanadium that gives it that intense blue and green, very Paraiba-like. And then our collar. Still have our collar, have this yellow sapphire pretty bow that we've also have for you. So a really cool, unique designer mounting with the bow design, and then that offset pear-shaped yellow. And we are getting into the cross earrings coming up in 90 seconds. So you've got a last look at everything up here. Also want to remind you there was one bracelet and a couple of Tahitian pearl necklaces. So I'm going to share those with you again. Here's our Tahitian pearl necklace du jour. It's $113.1393 over on the hand. And that's the Tahitian pearl 18-inch strand we had earlier. We've got 2 left, and that's our 10 millimeters all the way throughout. So you'll see the entire necklace front to back is going to be 18 or so. They're all within a millimeter of being about 10, 18 inches, 10 millimeters. So that's going to be $14.99. And good news, we got the longer length for you. A lot of the Tahitian pearl strands you'll see out there are 16. This is 18 inches in length. And again, no front, no back, because they are round pearls. So $14.99 on the Tahitian pearl strand. 2 left. Only going to be what's on that wheel there. And there's your last call on that gorgeous designer jewelry wheel. Okay, so it's almost top of the hour. We have 30 seconds left till we have 1 hour left. So that means I got to clear everything off this wheel and walk you through what's what on the way. And thanks for being with us tonight. Happy Wednesday. That's our pendant, $9.99. Tanzanite ring, $9.99. $19.99 for the rubellite. $39.99 if you want a vanadium beryl, either one, the Asher or the cushion cut. $39.99. This yellow sapphire is unpriced. Call me if you like that one. There's the $12.99 sapphire, the $9.99 cat's eye, $9.99 for the fawn diamond round. It's a half carater. And then we've got our $19.99 Ferrari multicolored diamond earrings. And last but not least, there is the blue zircon necklace, the heart shape, $39.99. We're starting off our hour with the most specialty earring that I got to admit will not sit by itself, and it's going to be a little bit of a tricky one to show you. But here's the deal. It's something you asked for that we're bringing to you for the first time. And look at how unbelievably unattractive they look right there. But let me come in closer, and then we'll hold them up for you and show you all the ways, because this is really something that, as I welcome you to this last hour of our Wednesday, glad we have you with us, because this is something you've asked for. And being our own manufacturer, we get the beauty and the opportunity. It's our pleasure to bring you what you ask for. And honestly, people ask me all the time, yes, I've never wanted to, I've heard you say a million times you'll custom make things, but why would I do that? Can't imagine what that runs you, or what you charge for your labor, or what you guys will charge me extra. There is no extra charge. I've custom designed countless ideas over here for the last decade. There's not a penny that we get extra, myself or anybody else here, for those custom designs. We understand that as the only manufacturer of fine jewelry on TV, where we make our own jewelry, it's what gives you the values we have, but it's also what makes that possible. And so we don't want to have anything holding you back from making those custom requests. Now this is where it stemmed from. I've been bringing all kinds of crosses lately in pendants and in even rings, but never anything like this until now. And this is a 2 ways to wear it earring. It's $113,1290. Now I'm gonna just tell you the bad news first. The bad news is, and it's not price related, because usually in fine jewelry, the bad news is the price. Not at all. The bad news is I don't have that many. That's the bad news. It's really bad news. If I told you how few, you wouldn't even get on the phone lines. You're figuring, I'm never gonna get one. You can dial early and you will get one. This is going to be white, yellow, or rose gold. So your choice there. We're even doing the rose gold, which is rare. But there are 2 ways to wear this earring and then some. It's really 2 minimum, because you have a hoop that's going to start as a mirror finished gold hoop that has a detachable cross. So you can wear it with the cross or without, or even do the asymmetry, which you guys all probably think is probably crazy. I don't. I think that's the coolest look ever. And everyone, as far as out there in the designer world, especially costume jewelry, they're all doing these asymmetrical mix and matches. You're seeing a lot of diamonds and earrings sold individually as a single earring. So if you want to, it's an option. I know you're thinking, she's crazy. That's okay. Think it all day long. That's fine. To each their own. But this is where you're getting a full 1 carat in diamonds in your crosses. The cross themselves are diamonds. The hoop is mirror finished gold. White, yellow, rose. I only have the white gold here because we're doing our best here to show you the amazing quality of these diamonds. Now what I'm going to do is lift them up, hold them on the hand, because that's the only way you're going to really appreciate these, is by showing them from a distance. Now I'll also show you what they do. This is where our phone lines are busy already. Let's go to the hand here and show you that's the back. Here's the front. Yes, please. So actually you could wear them this way if you wanted more of a mirror finished gold look, or you put them on this way and you got your diamonds. It's item number 113-1290. 1 carat, starts with a hoop. The beauty of it is it's all detachable. It's a click and closure hoop, which is my favorite kind because they're very comfortable, number 1. They're also very easy. And look at this, voila. I have now given you a classic 1/2 inch hoop earring. But that's not that exciting. But it's important because a lot of times we need classic hoop. Then one day you decide, you know what? I'm going to go a little bit higher end here. I'm going to show my faith. I'm going to have something with some style. I'm going to add the diamond cross to the hoop. Why is this so difficult? I can't see what I'm doing. Here we go. There you go. Click closed. Done. Latched. Ready to go. Now you've got a drop earring where I mentioned the hoop is a 1/2 inch. Look at the total drop you're getting. Over, because the hoop itself is a 1/2, but then you've got the 1 inch of the cross. So they're going to be 1.5 inches from top to bottom. And what you can't see right now is there's this little tiny end cap that is done a lot like our pendants have been done, where there's a little bit of a point to the north, east, south, and west points of this cross. So you've got a little extra gold that's mirror finished, but it really is a display of the diamonds. Now here's what they look like together, because yes, you are getting 2. So we'll obviously show you the 2 here so you can see them side by side doing their thing and beautifully finishing in the back. So you have white, yellow, rose gold. That's a little size reference. I'll be showing them to you on as well. But we have got to do something wild here. I know it's an earring, the most workmanship you're going to find in any piece of jewelry. Hate to break it to you, but it's an earring. I know our designers cringe sometimes when it's like, oh no, not an earring. Not an earring. There's a lot of labor, a lot of workmanship, especially if it'd be easier to just solder on the cross, but then you wouldn't have that, that amazing versatility. So by giving you that option to take the drop off, wear it as a hoop alone, which let's face it, we all need it. We all know it. There's nothing innovative about the hoop, but the hoop is classic. So we all need a good hoop in a mirror finished gold. But then to have that option to wear it with or without the drop and have this great style. And then you could also take off the drop, put a little chain through it if you want to, wear it multiple ways. Let me see if I can prop one up just so I can have a moment and a free hand here to try one on for you as well. Obviously they're not going to sit on their own, so I'll try to make this quick, but this is really what it's all about. Getting that designer elegance, all those VS diamonds, which give me a second, I'll try it on, I'll hold it up so you can see the quality of the VS diamonds. I think we know them by now, but just so you know that this is still going to be, despite this big top of the hour value, on something you've been asking us to make. and you've been wanting us to bring. And here's how they look. This is probably the most important perspective you're going to see on it all night long, is how they look from a distance, how big they are, how they move. It's not just about the length of 1.5 inches overall, but the way they're also giving you a great width, so you get to see them. Now, I love a good 1/2 inch hoop because I wear a lot of those stacked up, so they do also pair well. If you want to stack them up with your other hoops, put that hoop on by itself in a second piercing. Most people are doing that these days. Here's your great way to do it. So this cross, which is all emblazoned in diamonds, all VS round brilliance, looks stunning. White, yellow, or rose gold. Again, we're showing you here in the white gold just to show off the high quality of the diamonds, how there's no brown, no yellow, no body color whatsoever to your diamonds, as we take another look at it close up. And I'll hold it up here for you. Anchor it so you can really see that quality and how they're made with those little end caps. Nobody's on the lines yet. You've been asking us for these hoops, asking us for the drop, asking us for the cross style in an earring where they will, I promise you this, I know they're supposed to be $39.99. I'm not going to get that. We're going to make sure, and they're so limited. That's why they're here on a Wednesday. I couldn't even have them as our Sunday. I mean, go figure. Crosses should be on Sunday. It should be, but it's not because we don't have enough to go around. You get them tonight. You get them if you can be quick on the phone lines. And again, click enclosure. It's the best thing ever. They go right in like any other post does. You just push it. You don't need a mirror. You don't need help. You don't need to know where you're going, what you're doing. And they're big enough. 1/2 inch hoop, big enough. If you are somebody who's tried a Huggy, this is not a Huggy. Huggies are usually 1/4 inch and they don't work for everybody. They won't fit in everybody's lobe. That's not a big enough diameter to accommodate everybody's lobe size or where your piercing is within your lobe. So you really need a 1/2 inch to guarantee that they have the clearance they need to go through any piercing, any lobe. 1 carat in diamonds for a price like $39.99. It's wonderful. We're going to go lower here, and here's what the other one looks like, just so you know. The matching, of course. It's actually one of the easier things to match. When you work with nothing but VS diamonds, pretty straightforward to mix and match those gorgeous VS white diamonds, but we got to bring them down. I mean, who am I kidding? You guys have asked for these for years, and we are starting to get busy on the phone lines. Probably once that $39.99 price hit, everybody understands. There's something special going on tonight. She's going to give away cross earrings, and this is the other thing. It's the first thing people see, earrings. I feel like your earring is what they see before the pendants even, because, well, you know, it's right by your face. We're making eye contact. So the earrings are the first piece of jewelry you see, and although it's iconic to wear a cross pendant, how about a piece to match? How about a piece to go with it? How about something to carry on with it, to wear together, separately, whatever you want to do? Put it on together. I'll tell you, gifting moment, oh my gosh, gifting, gifting, gifting. I'll make them giftable, I promise. The price tag's got to go there. We're not asking for $39.99 or $29.99. This is the top of the hour, but it's also the whole show. This is it. This is the whole show. This is the big bonus value. This is everything rolled into one as far as savings, discounts, values, all in one item. And they're not going to be even $19.99. We're going even lower. We are starting to get very, very busy. I wonder why. A full carat in round full cut diamonds. You've got gorgeous stones. I mean, you can take it off, wear it at the chain if you want to. I mean, do whatever you want. There's an O-ring there. If you have a chain with a small finding, you can put your finding through that top of that earring. You could wear it as a pendant. We need to do better. Anything to move the earrings, knowing that they're beloved, a motif that's iconic in jewelry, but rarely seen in earrings, and a better price than $1,499. You're getting your choice of gold color. White, yellow, rose, you decide. But I got to tell you, we're going to have to do something real crazy here. And earrings have, I know you don't care one iota, but let me tell you something about just the manufacturing behind the scenes of it. Earrings require more labor than anything. Obviously, you've got 4 pieces of jewelry. I know, you're thinking, no, it's one earring. What are you talking about? There are 4 pieces of jewelry in every pair that you order, and that's how they're made. 2 separate hoops, 2 separate drops, all done in diamonds for the drop. This is not the easy one to get. This is not the easy one to afford, and you pay for labor. Whether it's here, whether it's retail, labor is labor. And these are still, there's no machinery or AI or mechanisms or automated systems or assembly lines that can make jewelry. It's just an industry that, guess what? Going to be around here. If you're looking for, if your business is being taken over by some kind of robot or computer, jewelry is where you need to go, because that's not going to be happening. with design and all that, sure, maybe, but not in the actual process of setting these diamonds, manufacturing these pieces. It is labor, and that's really why earrings are so costly everywhere you look. Its earrings are labor, and that is going out the window right here, right now. Proverbial or literal, doesn't matter. $14.99 they will not be. $13.99 we're going even lower. It's your choice of gold color. Get as many as you'd like to get. We are starting to get really busy on the phone lines. Is that a surprise? You've asked for these. You've wanted us to bring something like this, and it's been all these years here. All these years, I've had 1,000,001 pendants. I've had several different designs and rings. Never been able to bring you the earrings like this. This is the moment, and they're all still those staggering, stunning VS diamonds that are going to catch everybody's eye because they're glittering and they're brilliant and they're beautiful and they're white. And that's what we're proving to you in the white gold. You can see that brilliance and that shine that you don't get anywhere else but here, and let us save you the money. Let us go cheaper then in the price tag than what you'd spend on really, really ugly diamonds. Let's face it, hate to use that word, it's an awful word, but it's true. There's a lot of diamonds that really are just, you'd be better off wearing just gold, right? It doesn't look that good. It can take away from the fact that they're even diamonds when they're not brilliant and bright and doing what they should do. Here's the earring you need to have, and they're not 13 or $12.99 or $11.99. This is where, again, I gotta go back here and hold them up. This is what's so good about this earring is that you are getting this versatile style, hoop or drop. You wear it any way you want. Every day you have a new look with it, and we're gonna go even better than $10.99 and get them all out the door, and we are very busy. And remember, I don't have that many to go around, which is why we're showing it tonight and not on our more highly viewership days, which are the daytimes on Saturday and Sunday. We're going $999 blowout there on me. We're gonna make sure that this is how you get the one and only cross earring that we have in our entire collection. Back in the day, I did a little hoop. It was a little itty bitty hoop. It was smaller than this one. It had a little a cross within it, and it was just a huggy, not a drop. It was just the cross built into the hoop. This is a whole different style where we're going to that higher end. Again, lots of drop there, 1.5 inches overall, or just choose to wear the hoop on its own. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold. Look at the great finishing behind them as well. That is so must have. And I'll tell you, if you love this motif or a collector of this motif at all, you know you're not going to be seeing, I mean, I've gone 10 years without bringing you this type of earrings. So now we're bringing them. They're short-lived opportunities here, and let's go ahead and get them out the door. Then we got a big morganite. Any requests you have, we need them. We got 45 minutes to fill with your jewelry favorites, not mine, not TVON's, your jewelry favorites. What would you like to see tonight before we sign off in 45 minutes? That's the call you need to make here. Let us know what you'd like to have in your jewelry collection. What can we discount for you? What can we bring down to a brand new price? Who got cross earrings? What color gold? Wonderful. White gold cross earrings going out. This is such a value. $9.99 for a full carat in gorgeous VS diamonds. And lots of gold, 3 inches of gold overall, finished on the inside in a convertible style. You just need to have your ears pierced. That's it. You need to have your ears pierced, and you'll be rocking those earrings. And they look fabulous. Love those little pointed end caps. Again, you've got those really special little details like that we did. We did that little point there at all of the corners there. So you've got a little extra gold flash with your diamond brilliance. I'm so glad we have those for you tonight. A thrill to bring them to you. And one more look at them on the hand. I know I had dropped them, so we got to print them up and show them to you again here. There they go. Not the easiest one in the world to display. That's the back. There they go again. That's the back. That's the front I'm going to show you here so you can see what they look like from a distance away yet again. And then we'll get to those earrings. All right, coming up. Let's move on. We got more to show you. What will you want to see? I don't know what you want to see, but we're going to find out something. I'm going to do a really quick mandarin deal. We got mandarin, one of the most expensive stones in the world that I'm not going to ask hardly any money for. And we've got a big pink morganite for you. Don't forget about our big 5 carat. There was a big 5 carat emerald. 5 carat emerald pear shape in a museum piece. That still got to go. And it was $79.99. All right, let's get to the mandarin. Here's the mandarino, and this is it. This is a beautiful round, and what a fun way to do a ring, something a little different. Don't be intimidated by different. I'll tell you, there's a lot of people who, they send me pictures of their jewelry box, and they go, look at all my jewelry. And I love looking at people's jewelry collections. Obviously, it's what I do, and we all love jewelry. So even if it's not your style, you like looking at other people's jewelry, right? We do this all day long. We admire other people's jewelry they're wearing. And it's so true, and I'm no different, right? I mean, I'm a little bit, I really try to be diverse. But I gotta say, when you look at collections, and they're all exactly the same, I have literally, and I get what we like what we like, as we always say. We know that. We like what we like, you know? You go to the restaurant, you get the same dish every single day, right? Every time you go out, you get the same dish. Well, I love their bolognese, or I love their salmon, or I love their what have you, right? We do this. We're creatures of habit. But if you look at your jewelry collection, and maybe all your rings are starting to look like the same halo design, or whatever it is that your cup of tea is, it is so much fun. Trust me when I tell you to step outside the box every now and again and get something a little different. Those are the pieces that I hear this all the time. I'm glad I did finally step outside the box. For some people it takes years, some people it never happens, but you know, if you really do want to venture outside the box a little bit, and those are the pieces that are really going to make an impression when you like your new jewelry to really be, new, look different, look exciting, look unusual. This is a ring I recommend for this reason. Some pieces are way out there over the top. I'm not going to tell everyone to buy a sea lion with a gemstone on their nose. You know what I mean? We've done that. Like, it's a literal thing we've had. And it's adorable. It's like the cutest thing ever. It's highly skilled labor. It's really amazing. I mean, we've done several versions of it. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love our seahorses and our sea lions and our dolphins and all these really unique pieces. I've had stingrays, and they're not all animals either. There's critter jewelry, but then there's all these really crazy out there designs that some of us love, but not everybody. Here's a way you can step out without going that far. And that's where I think that it works for people. I've heard this many times with this design. It's 1129892. We haven't brought it with that many stones, but we are deciding tonight to bring it out with one of the more unusual and rare and high-end stones that exist, which is the mandarin garnet. Still bringing to you a nice size in the 60-pointer, a round which is really elite, and a 26-point diamond weight as well. That's a beauty. And look at it on, because it still starts with the same classic band we all have and we've all owned at some point in time. You start with a diamond band with the diamonds going side to side. There's just one additional arc, one additional wraparound design. It's not really a bypass, but a take on that. And let's see it on the hand here. Nothing outside the realm of wearability. You can still mix and match it. Do you want the stone up top or near the bottom? This one's entirely too big for me, but I want to show you different ways to wear it, because why not put it here on the index finger? Why not wear it with the stone at the base of the, more pointing towards the fingertips there? Can do that as well. You can do anything, because this is really where you get that mix of the mirror finishing that goes up and over the diamond band and then leading into that gorgeous round stone. And so many different ways to wear it. I've seen pictures of folks stacking these. They look great, whether it's with this exact ring with a different gemstone or something else. Looks beautifully stacked. I mean, you can get creative with this one. Stack away, try different ways to wear it. But here's the whole bottom line of what we're trying to do is not only make something different affordable, but also make mandarin affordable, because one of my biggest, tallest tasks here is making paraibas and mandarins affordable. They're the two stones that are going up in price more than any other gemstone out there. Two stones, not related, mandarin garnet and paraiba. Like I say, their only relation is really when they were discovered and the fact that they were shortly mined out right after. 1989 for paraiba, 1991 for this bad boy. So you have two stones that were discovered in the more recent era, like when you and I were we were already existing. Because most gemstones have been around longer than you and I have. Most gemstones have been around a lot longer. And so to get something newer, I consider that something within our lifespan, within that 20th century, really. That's a newer gem, because most everything else goes way before that. So when there's a new discovery, 89 was the paraiba, 91 was the mandarin, and then ironically with those two, you'd think, well, they might be still going strong on the mining. No, they're not. That's how scarce they were. There were only a couple of mining operations for either of those stones, and they're already gone. So you're looking at a stone that had a very short lifespan, teeny tiny. So now we're bringing to you the mandarin garnet, and that's part of why it is so pricey. So here's what we're doing with the round. It's in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Got a major value. If I just want to give something away, I think this is a good time to do it. And we're going to test our phone lines here, see what's going on out there. See if we can get you that big round mandarin with that sweep of diamonds or sweep of gold around your diamonds, really. I think the sweep is the gold. The diamonds are just doing their band thing. They're looking great side to side. Then you got all the extra there. You're wrapping around it. Let's do something wild for you. Not easy to make anything $9.99, but my $9.99 pieces today you haven't loved. So let's just keep going and see if that makes a difference, because they're not going to be $9.99. $8.88. No, we're going to need to do a lot better than that. Get these phones rocking, and I'm here giving jewelry away tonight. And we've still got a big pink morganite. Looks like a pink diamond. Thought it was a pink diamond. I thought I was in the midst of our biggest pink diamond ever. We're going to bring you pink morganite coming up in just a bit. But this one's got to go. It's got to go. Simply as I can make it here, not even $799. Well, there are certain values that just exist to exist, and there are values that you just can't wait on, that you have to take advantage of. This is one of them. Let's make it $777 and go for it here. A big moment for our mandarin lovers, or anybody who wants to step outside the box a little bit with the design that they wear in their rings that has a little more splash to it. I think it's a great ring for the mandarin too, because the mandarin feels like a little step outside the box. It's a little brighter, it's a little bit more neon, it's a little more lively than a lot of gems, which can be a little more subdued. This is more bright and powerful and impactful, and a really, really gorgeous look. We got some big necklaces coming up. I got pendants and necklaces to show you next. We're gonna get into some, by the way, just we were talking about critters, and I don't know if I could call this a critter, he might get mad. He's a little more fierce and ferocious than a critter. A critter, I think of like a little frog, or a little like something cute. This is just downright fierce. And that's my panther. Panther pin, brooch time. I don't know if you've noticed, but everybody's wearing brooches. I'm at a very special event on Saturday, and so I got to come up with something really like important. It's got to be an important outfit day, okay? And I have no idea what that's going to be yet. But I know this, I'm going to be adding brooches multiples, because I think it's such a cool style that everyone's doing one of. So I'm going to do like multiple brooches, thinking like some menswear, maybe like the brooch thing. You don't need just one. You can add this to what you already wear. This is a brooch that is totally covered in diamonds. It's 18 karat gold. It's $1 million, but really, not really, but close. It's because it's got 3 carats in diamonds and 18 karat gold. So I just want to let you know it's here. And if you want the ultimate brooch, because they're not only having a moment, they're must have at this point. And it's fierce. I mean, just he's in motion. There's a lot of panthers and cougars and these exotic looks that are just very stationary. This one is like, you can see he's running. And he's just really, the tail is off the air, the back legs, you can tell that's where it's propelling him. You can see the muscles on the piece, despite the fact it's covered in diamonds. I mean, really unique. And 305 in diamonds, 7625. Let me know if you like it. I gotta find a way to make this one a deal. And yet I know brooches are not exactly inexpensive, especially when they're all 18 karat gold like this one is. There's a lot of 18 karat gold and 305 in diamonds with an emerald eye. And I'll show them up close, but that's the scale. So you got a lot of 18 karat. And this is where I do love the details of the mirror finishing done for the paws. There's that emerald eye. I like the other details are, you see the snout, the ear, and the paws done in the gold, mirror finish. So you can really make out those details. 3 inches wide, 1 inch tall, and yet a price tag that is really good. $22,000, not really good. Under $10,000, really good. Not $99.99. Somebody's got to have it. And this is your pin right down the middle, so it goes horizontally through the body of the cat, and it's not going to be even half of this. Let's go $49.99 first caller. $49.99. 18 karat gold, and there's a really good emerald too. So emerald, tons of diamonds, 18 karat gold. Let me show you some other exotics. I mean, it just got me thinking, what other exotic pieces do we have? We have a yellow diamond. We have a huge Brazilian Paraíba pendant. We got to show you the yellow diamond, because this is the one that I remember over the weekend everyone was fighting for, and it was a bigger yellow diamond. It wasn't this exact piece, but I told you, I vowed that I would find something similar and bring it out if we had it, and here it is. This is a very special yellow diamond piece. It's a yellow diamond in a larger size and then a series of white diamonds. So Panther, I'll just show you a few pieces. You tell me if you like anything, no pressure. Just again, showing you some of the different ideas. And then we do have only about 35 minutes, so we gotta really make some mountains move here. But look at this 1130795, 16-inch chain. You can toss it if you want, but I wouldn't. I would take it to the pawn shop nearby and probably just say, if you don't use a 16-inch, give it to somebody else, resell it. it'll probably pay for most of your pendant here. This is 1130795. It's a Rollink chain, gorgeous 18 karat. But this is what's really important. That yellow diamond is a 107. Then you get the white diamonds at 45 points. There are only a few of them. There are 5 white diamonds here. So they're big. They're impressive. They're important. Let's get this one home. It's in the necklace in 18 karat. You can use your other favorite chains if you have them. You can donate, you can give, you can sell, whatever you want to do if 16 inch isn't long enough for you. If it is, fantastic. I'll show you exactly where it's going to sit. But here's what we need to do to make this one go. And remember, full diamond weight here is going to be 152. So you're getting well over a carat and a half. And it's spectacular. The spring ring closure, here's what it looks like from a distance. I'll give you a measurement. Oh, how pretty. Looks like one big floral right up above your pear-shaped yellow. Here's the length. And it's go time. We got 30 some minutes, 33 now, so counting down. Not a lot of time. Definitely have a lot of jewelry here to move. And there you can see that is 5/8 of an inch. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. Oh, there's that. And I'm putting it on where the chain is, 16 inches. It's right about there. So there's your idea of how it's going to look from a distance away, and we'll get you another close-up. It's time to move this one. Let's go, everybody. Let's party together on a Wednesday night. No better place to be. We have got jewelry to give away. And so that way, when you see that piece you love, you can take it at a huge discount. It's been, wow, 14,000. I think not. We're not going to get 14,000. Let's try something a little different here and blow it out right now under $3,000. FYI, I don't have a 1 carat yellow diamond, even loose for under $3,000. Here's one in 18 karat yellow gold in a necklace. It's not even $3,000 or $29,000. Let's keep going. One caller. Remember this weekend, this past weekend, I last saw you on Sunday afternoon. We had all out fights over our big yellow diamond necklace like this. It was so similar, and yet it was so much more money. And yeah, we're fights all over the place. Here's what I'm gonna do. We only have one. We're gonna go even lower than $2,500 for you. One caller takes it. That is it. Wish I had more. I don't. This is it when it comes to big yellow diamonds in a pendant. Time to go ahead and grab it. Let's take a look. Not 29, not 28, not 27, not 26. I told you 25. I think we need to go even lower than that. $24.99, not good enough. It's down to $23.99 tonight. One caller only, that's it. Gotta move it. It will go because it's a huge yellow diamond. Even if you're getting it just for the yellow diamond, that's where I would think about value story. Yeah. $2,400 for a 107, not possible. And then you get the bigger diamonds with it, and it's in total 18 karat yellow, which again, what do I always tell you? Look at the yellow diamond. And if you got that yellow and white diamond ring earlier in the auction, I mean, I don't know who won it, but like if you did, what a great match to that gorgeous ring. Now I also have a Brazilian Paraíba in quartz pendant. We're going to go to a big size here, a big medallion style. It's going to be item number 11282. 3.9. What in the world? There's like 18 discounts on one pendant. Thank you so much. That's gone. Look at this though. A lot of discounts and a very unique. Oh, I love it. Look at that. That's Brazilian Paraíba in the middle with a little bit of purple. Excuse me. Oh. My allergies have been off the charts lately, so bear with me. Here we are with our 1128239. Look at this. That's a pretty big chunk of Brazilian Paraíba in the middle. I love that the lapidary really showcased it by making it in the middle because it wouldn't be that way in Mother Nature. But the lapidary made sure to cut that quartz in a big round to showcase that Brazilian Paraíba right there in the middle of that quartz. Now it also is 18 karat gold with an 8 carat 39 stone with 70 points and diamonds around it. This is that larger round, which definitely has that medallion feel, which is all over the jewelry world right now. If you're not wearing a medallion, you probably need to update if you want to be like super current, because this is usually like coin jewelry having a moment. Get out your coin jewelry that you picked up in Italy 20 years ago. Get that out. Get out the coin jewelry and the medallions and the big super cool, whether it's like the sand dollar pieces. I grew up by the beach, so we used to have a lot of like jewelry that was very beachy inspired, sand dollars and whatnot, that kind of look. Anything that's larger in round. It's a really cool look on a longer chain right now. Now you're going to supply your chain. We're giving you the pendant and quite a discount on that pendant. Here's what it looks like from a distance. There you can see how striking that Brazilian Paraíba, original find by the way, so 1989 as we just discussed, was the first initial discovery. But then what happened? There were a couple other discoveries, but it was actually in Mozambique and Nigeria, so across on a different continent. And the high value is still the Brazilian because it's the OG, it's the original, and it only comes usually in little teeny tiny little sizes. This is the way to get a bigger crystal size, 1.25 inches you see there. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the neckline. And you can see how really pronounced, I mean, that green is just, every time we get darker in the light environment, the stone gets brighter, which is, how is that possible that the neon is still happening? Even when it's a crystal within quartz, it's still showing off what? The neons we always talk about with the stone, which is that ability to glow even more in lower lighting. So it's even happening in this quartz. Let's go ahead and blow it out. New price tag. Like I said, this is the one that has like about 18, it is 18 discounts. 18 different drops in the price to take it from $79.99 where it once started, and then has come crashing down to this low point here tonight, which is $1,999, and that'll be it. Then we're gonna bring out our Morganite ring. Morganite time, it's next. It's in rose gold, it's stunning. It looks like a pink diamond, but better. I mean, it's better because it's bigger. I don't have 2-carat pink diamonds for the record. So we'll bring that out next. And $19.99 gets you this Brazilian Paraíba, one of the world's rarities here. Rarity in its color, in its size, in its styling here. This is a really cool organic type of look, still has a lot of white diamonds around it, and now down to $19.99. So really dropping those prices here tonight for you. And there is a cashmere sapphire, by the way. So I know that was one of our What's New Wednesday gigs a while back, was we did a whole evening where we showcased cashmeres. Here's one, very affordable, by the way. It's a 106, it's under $3,000, just FYI. I don't know what's happening on the side. What is that, little fuzzy wuzzy here? Yeah, it's like a little bit of something. Thread. Better. So it's item number 1122275. Just going to do some quick deals here. That's the 106 unheated cashmere, 118 in diamonds, and it's only $29.99. So what? Wait a minute. What happened? Cashmere under $3,000, and it's over 1 carat, and it's still, like so many gorgeous sapphires we've seen tonight, is another unheated example of sapphire. So you're getting the unheated again, but this time going back to a 100-year-old source. No, let's correct. That's not even the proper way to say it. It's actually a source that hasn't been operational or open or mined actively in over 100 years. The source itself goes back further than that. It's just we haven't seen any actual mining in over 100 years. It's been 100+ years when that mine has been closed. And it still is to this day the most sought after sapphire source in the world. And we are now bringing you a 106 covered and loaded in diamonds. And that is here for $29.99. Now that's a good one. And then we have, okay, coming up, something new. New and now, it is item number 1131182. Check this out. Okay, gorgeous. It's like the stone goes beyond the borders of the stone. It is so pretty in this rose gold. What a match, because it just looks like that stone, which is a cushion cut square, carries on the width and the length that leads all the way to those diamonds. What a stunning look this is. It mix and matches 2 sizes of diamonds, bigger and medium. It's 1131182, and it's our 209 cushion cut square diamond pink private collection Morganite, and it also has 61 points is the diamond weight here as well. What a look and what a wow factor, and it's in solid rose gold, perfect pairing. I don't think everything looks good in Morganite there, or rather in rose gold, but certain things like Morganite look exceptional in the rose gold, at least when it's a higher quality stone it does, because otherwise most of them are going to be kind of light in comparison to the rose gold. This one really matches. So here's what I'll do. Since we're at the end of our show here, we got about 24 minutes remaining, and we are waiting for your requests. Haven't had one all night, so that's okay. Hopefully it just means I'm showing you exactly what you wanted to see tonight. But there is a very special moment here for Morganite lovers. And when we've been seeing vanadium barrels in a show, we've seen some of our best emeralds tonight. We've seen our best vanadium barrels tonight. It's really been a nice showcase on this stone in particular, some of the finest beryl in the world. And that's what we've been sharing with you. Now we go to the pink variety, which is admittedly never supposed to be a pink, like a Barbie pink, or a real, like when you think baby girl, baby shower pink. No, it's a beautiful goldeny, pinky orange. It really is peachy. And that's the key here. Now this one's leaning a lot more pink than most morganites, but it doesn't look like your pink sapphires. If you have a pink sapphire, don't worry about duplicating. This is really the pink diamond look, which is why we call it diamond pink morganite. It is emulating the color we would see out of a really good bubblegum pink natural diamond of this exotic color. But instead, it's a way to get more size and get a really beautiful everything. I love the cutting. I'm seeing some lavenders come through, some light blues come through. You know it's good when it's not just leaving you with pink. It's got more than that going on. Here's what it looks like from a distance away on the hand. Oh, how pretty is that? Love it in the rose gold. Very pretty the way that the halo emphasizing what your rare cut is, which is that square cushion, dotting the, what I call the compass points, because instead of being the corners, it's actually the northeast, south, and west that actually have those bigger diamonds featured in the halo. Notice that because it makes a big difference. And if you're wondering, why does that halo look so high end? Why is that so upgraded? That's really the reason why. It's the mix of the bigger size of the diamonds with the medium size completing the halo here. We got a last couple of little bit of time left in the show, not a ton. So what we're going to do, and in lieu of your request, we're just showing you some blowouts, showing you some great last minute deals that we have for you. This one's only in the rose gold. We're going to blow it out, give it away. Actually, you know what I'm going to do instead of 9,200? We're going to go a lot lower. Now, if you're not familiar with these diamond pink private collection stones, they're only here with us. You're not going to find a morganite like this anywhere else. We have a family behind us, behind this network, that has been collecting gems for the better part of 6 generations. They've been supplying museums. They own museums. They actually supply to all the museums of the world. I'm talking about US, Asia, Europe, everywhere. We're talking about a collection of gemstones that have been probably arguably the most important in the world, and that rivals kings and queens, by the way. When you think of long lineage of royalty, they have great collections as well. I don't think anything rivals the collection that we've opted to share with you via television. That bygone era that we're still enjoying, because how else do you show people great jewelry? It's that medium of television that can not only show you, but also we can describe why these pieces are different, why they're special, why they're nowhere else, where if you decide to walk up and down Rodeo Drive or Fifth Avenue or wherever you'd like to be, that's your high-end store's destination, that's not going to show you morganite like this. And we're going to do better than $92.99. So one quick opportunity right now, a $1,500 to open auction just to get it going. And we will, I'll tell you, we've had a lot of light auction participation. This one's going to be major, because you don't start at $1,500 and not get a lot of activity, because there's $2,000 just in the gold. So there's a whole another 2-carat 09 stone there. There's that great diamond weight around it. The labor that we got, I guess we're not really talking about or discussing. Don't forget about our panther brooch, by the way. He's still here. The emerald pendant, museum masterpiece, still here. The diamond collar, something else that's still here for you. And anything else you want to ask about, choose from, might as well give us your calls. Tell us what you'd like to see from this collection before we go and wrap it up in 20 minutes. But no open on this one, $10 on the increment. We'll wait. We'll wait. No better value than what's sitting right there. There are a couple of other vanadium barrels in pear shapes. You guys have loved the ashers and the cushions, so we'll stick with that. We also have a bonkers deal on a tanzanite. If anybody's still needing a tanzanite in their collection, we're almost out of them completely. So we want to make sure that you know there is a cushion cut here at an insanely low price tag. So we'll give that away before we go. And it looks like we're verifying an open on this one. Yeah, that's good to see, because we got 30 seconds more. Yeah, I'm going to give away a tanzanite ring in a jumbo size. Same cut as this one, actually, square cushion. Seems to be the cut of the moment. Oh, we also have fire opal earrings. I do have a Brazilian Paraíba quartz if you're looking for a ring. We showed you the medallion style pendant. I do have a ring. Here's the Brazilian. That is a wild one there. I've never seen this. It looks like a mosaic. It's actually all solid Paraíba. There's hardly any quartz. Yeah. Who's got the open? Hi, Diane. Where's she calling from? Diane's got the open at $1,500. And does she enjoy rose gold with her morganite? That's good. because it's got to stand the rose gold. All right, let's give it 2 minutes. Final call. $10 on the increment. Diane's the one to beat with a $1,500 opening bid. And a last call on Tanzanite coming up. I can't believe we're going to bring an 8 carat plus square cushion. Square cushion, it's basically the larger version of this ring in a Tanzanite coming up. We're going to bring that down to a value. If anyone needs huge diamond earrings, I've got 7 carat 20 diamond earrings. They're not for the faint of heart. They're amazing. So we do have some huge diamond earrings. We've got our last call in the Morganite. Diane's in the lead. Did we ever find out where she's calling from? 90 seconds left to go. Wonderful. All right. She's probably going to be watching hockey tomorrow night, probably. She's getting her shopping done now. And then we have that diamond collar. Remember, we showed you a diamond collar and a diamond bracelet earlier, both of which are still here. Diamond lovers have not been playing yet today. We're going to show you that diamond bracelet one more time. We got one more diamond bracelet. That's our last one ever of that design, which makes it incredibly affordable. We have the Paraiba. Sure do. We got a Paraiba that's really good. $1,500. Last call. Let me show it on the hand one more time. Here it is. This is that square cushion. True, pure. Look at how pure pink that is. Such a far cry from what you typically see in Morganite that had that light blush. Hardly any color at all to this stone. And yet this one, 209 of perfection in diamond pink. 30 seconds remaining, 1,500. Last call. You've got 27 seconds now to jump in on these phone lines to be eligible to bid. We have a huge heart-shaped yellow diamond, everybody, carat and a half. Small price, big diamond. Tanzanite coming up. Last chance, 12 seconds. Do we have 1510 or more? Power bids are needed. Yikes. And we have that $19.99 bracelet we'll recap for you. Let's see how we're doing here. Last chance, last call. Do we have 1550, yes or no? You got it? Sold. Congratulations. So let me show you this 8 carat 30. Oh my goodness, sorry. That stopped me in my verbal tracks. Look at that stone. Neon. The neon is turned up and on, way up. Item number here is 113-1193. Congrats on the Morganite. That's gone. Here we go, and it's getting to be recap time. This is my last new item to show you of everything today. So you got to let me know what you'd like to see recapped or if we can bring something out from the vaults for you. Here's our 8 carat 37 cushion cut. Now, full warning, I'm going to do a number on this discount to make sure it goes. So this is not the kind of piece that you can call in tomorrow and say, is that still available? It's an 837 cushion cut square. Dynamic neons beyond neons. And, oh yeah, I will show you that Brazilian Paraiba. We got to show that because that was wild, wasn't it? Did you see that one with all the purples and the blue greens? We'll show you. But here is the 837. Diamond weight's 44 points. It's not really about the diamond weight. It's about getting around that stone in a perfect halo of pave. That's what it is. And let's do any gold you want. Nope, any gold. I want you to decide your gold color. As we look at it from a distance and see it on the hand, and we have 15 minutes. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow night. Got to be with me. Hey, take a look at this. Wow. Covering the finger, side to side, perfect halo, not too much. We all have a different definition of what's too much. Now, I got to say, when you've got a stone that's this size, you know I always say, if you get the round of the square cushions, balancing it. It's the big carat weight without feeling overwhelming on the hand. We never want underwhelming. I don't think jewelry is really meant to be underwhelming. It's supposed to be beautiful, eye-catching, rare, special, well-made, comfortable, all the things we love about our jewelry. And yet this one, $837. Now, I can do the price on the bag, which is $27,199. But then you're all doing the math and going, what the heck happened to my TVON? 27,000 divided by 837. Well, wait a minute. That's not the price tag I'm used to. Welcome to Museum Reserve. Welcome to Last Call. But don't you worry a thing. That's 3,200. And by the way, if you think 27,000 is bonkers, let me just tell you something. Because on June 1st, which was 9 days ago, I was walking the miles and miles of convention hall, well, casino hall, I guess you could say. It's in a casino. of the JCK Jewelry Show in Las Vegas. And let me just inform everybody who thinks that $27,000 is ridiculous. I just did the per carat. That's $32.25 a carat for that stone. Now, obviously, there's no retailer, no wholesaler, nobody else outside of TVON that has Blue Wing Block D, so let's just get that out of the way. Exclusive means exclusive, and exclusive is a big word. It's an important one. That means something special. So let's just address that. Nobody else is going to have this, but here's what the wholesalers of the world, so, you know, you have to go through all kinds of hoop jumping, and I get it. We all want to be safe. Those who exhibit, those who don't exhibit, we all want to be safe. It's a jewelry. This isn't no offense to the conventions that do like plush toys or, you know, even electronics. Those conventions happen in Las Vegas too. There's a convention for everything, but those aren't highly, highly valuable things. You got to go through a lot of hoops to get into this trade show because it's also very highly valuable things around you. So it's a security thing. So when you go in and you show your credentials and you walk the halls and you meet up with your friends in the biz, the wholesalers of the world, let's just remind everybody, are getting $3,850 a carat for Blue Wing or for regular tanzanite for Block D, because there is still some Block D floating around. I've got one particular gentleman who actually sells his last little bit. He's been offering it to us for years. We won't take it because we have Blue Wing, but the Block D, which is the D block, not quite the specificity of the Blue Wing, which is higher end, but the D block, which is what I've sold all 26 years I've been doing this. I've been very blessed to sell nothing but D block tanzanites, and now the Blue Wing Block D. The D block stones, that private collection, is now selling and wholesaling for over $3,800 a carat. So just realize at $28,000, that's not a lot to be asking for a piece like this, especially given the fact it's finished, because most of it's going for $3,800 a carat. This price puts this stone at $32.25 a carat. So there's that. So before you think that's some outlandish, crazy, made-up buffoonery price tag, it's not. It's less than wholesale. So that would be, by any metric, if I was a wholesaler sitting here and showing this piece in the JCK show 10 days ago, I'd be the talk of the whole show. Because did you see what she's doing? She's just undercutting everybody else. Let me tell you something. $32.25 is a dynamic and wonderful price tag per carat. That is not what I'm doing here. You expect better. I know this is not news to you guys who have been watching for a while, but this is really, it needs to be said sometimes. I think we get too jaded and used to seeing these incredible price tags that are better than everybody else's when the material is as well. And instead of $27,000, which is really, again, better than wholesale, we're taking it down significantly less. Okay, so now we're not even asking $27,000. It's not 10. Just for the record, $99.99 divided by 8 carats, 37, is $11.94. We're going in the right direction. We're getting better. But it's not going to be $99.99. That's basically a quarter of the wholesale per carat price. We're not going $99. Isn't this wonderful that we as a group, and y'all are thinking, that's crazy money for that. You're so used to, let's admit it together, we're all a little jaded. We're a little bit too used to these types of prices. And you know what? Couldn't be more proud. If we've made you a jewelry snob on quality, great. But if we've made you a snob on value, even better. And you expect better prices every day, taking a tumble, let's do it. This is not going to be $99, $89, $79, $69. What am I doing now? $69.99 for an 8 carat 37. Well, now we're talking about, it's still $800 a carat. Let's go even lower. You asked for it, you got it. There's only one, let's get it out the door. Any gold you want, any size you need, and gets to your doorstep for free. And this is it. It's got 10 minutes left of the show. This is a grand finale if I've ever seen one. It's not 69, 59. What about, okay, the all-out $49.99 price tag? That would be you know what, skip it. We're not even doing $597 a carat. I will continue to drop, knowing that we all know how this goes. The first caller that says yes gets it. The first caller that says yes, you get all those choices that you make it yours, customized. It is now, if it's all white gold, listen, it's popular in white gold. If you want white gold, it's right out to you. Sizing done. Sizing. If you're not a perfect size 7, fine, that's okay. Sized and done, out the door, no problem. If you want a yellow gold or rose gold, we're doing that on the house. Shipping's always free. Sizing. You get what you need. It's ready to wear when it arrives, and it's not going to be $49.99. And now you're getting one of the most significant values we have ever brought in tanzanite. That's saying something. And when everybody else, and you know it because you tell me, oh, but I saw him on the TV dial. I saw another guy. This dude was yelling and screaming at me about $500 a carat. Watch this, I'll go lower. I am not going to let anybody, because when I tell you we have the best values, that means getting the most for your money. It's not about, people get confused. Value is not about cheap. That's not value. There's a lot of cheap jewelry out there. I can tell you where, you guys know where to buy the $10 jewelry. You know where to buy the $100 jewelry. You know where to buy the $200 jewelry. That's a different type of jewelry. Value is about getting you the most for your money. That is about getting you the most quality for the smallest price, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to get you the most quality, which we have and only we have, for the smallest price, and that's coming up now, because it's not even $49.99. I'm going to get in all kinds of trouble for doing this, but one of you is going to thank me, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Take a look at it. We're going to blow it out. This is not going to be $49, because I know that even if it's, let me put it this way, if I match the best price for the low quality material of $500 a carat, that would mean that I'm asking for $41.85 for that piece, even though that would be free gold, free diamonds, free labor, and a better stone. I'm not asking for $41.85. That's exactly the math on $500 a carat. I will top it. We are not asking for $4,100. I am not asking for $4,099. We're going even lower, and somebody will be wearing this ring in the next couple of days. And it won't be $4,100 or $4,000. Let's go $39.99. And that means that you are now set to pay, that is $477 a carat. I can't hide that. It is what it is. That's $477 a carat. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody. And you would have to spend more per carat to get a lower quality stone? I think not. That is not value. That is not that. I don't care if someone is, let's say someone could do $476 a carat. Okay, but do you really want to spend $1 less to get inferior quality? I don't want you to. I don't think that's right. This is the best anyone has anywhere. And now I am topping the best prices you're going to find. No one's going to beat that in any tanzanite world, in any shape, in any size. That's just the way to go. And you're getting it set in gold, solid gold, with VS diamonds and almost a half carat of those. So there's the way to do it. $477 a carat. Let's see who's got it. We have 6.5 minutes to go in our entire broadcast tonight. Now, we invite you to join us at 5 o'clock tomorrow. That's 5 o'clock Pacific time. Join me for that. We got an incredible Thursday, as always. So we will see you for that show. But come on now. $39.99 is $477 per carat. Nobody else is going to do that. Nobody. I can't even do that. So here's your moment. It's just a way to get a grand finale piece out the door before we run out of time completely, because we're getting very close here to being out of time, and we want to make sure that one goes. That's too special to be here, especially now with that per carat price tag and that low. The basket work's amazing. The finishing's amazing. The color is giving all the reds and neons, and here's what it looks like on the hand. And I know you can't see all the reds on TV necessarily, but wait till you see this at home and on your hand. Let me know who's getting it. Can't stay here. Not at that price. Quick look at that Brazilian Paraíba in tourmaline. It's greens and blues and purples and taking over the stone. And you know what else is cool? You've got multiple tones of your neon blue greens there. I like that. Plus our last bracelet. This is our tennis bracelet for $19.99. Just a reminder, we had this earlier. It's fully adjustable. So you can wear it at 4.5 all the way to 7.25 inches in length. That's $19.99 for that bracelet in white gold. It's our last one ever. And if I made it today, it'd be 5 times the price. So I'd say $127 in diamonds. Go ahead and grab that for $19.99. There's our tanzanite. And let's get you a look. Because why not? This is the coolest. It's pretty much, where's the quartz? Maybe a little in this corner, but the rest is Brazilian Paraíba in 2 colors, really 3, multiple tones of the blue-green, purple as well. Item number on this one is 1128194. I just think that is Mother Nature showing off. That's a lot of the Brazilian Paraíba original crystal inside of quartz, making it our 328 with a carat 58 in diamonds. Signature mounting style And in the white gold with a fully finished inside under gallery, that one's going to be, we got little bit of time. So we have 4 minutes remaining to go. If you have questions on anything you've seen tonight, rubellite, any of our vanadium barrels, any of our diamond pieces, from the diamond collar to the diamond bracelet to anything else, diamond cross earrings, whatever it is, you call now. Let's get this one out the door. Quick deal at the end of the show. We are there. We've got this one for only, you know what, skip that whole $79.99. It's a really cool quartz. First of all, it's big. Second of all, it's pretty much overtaken by the Paraiba, not the quartz. So that's really exciting because you're seeing nothing but color. Here's what it looks like from the inside. There's that undergallery I was telling you about. Here's what it looks like on the hand, because you're still seeing all those turquoise, teals, and purples. So you're getting 2 of the colors. And purples were more unique. We saw more of that out of the Africana material, not as much out of the Brazil. So it's exciting to see this one from Brazil and still giving you the blue greens and the purples together. And this one, let's skip it. Let's go $29.99. Only, and that'd be worth it for the mounting by itself. So a carat 58 in diamonds, you're not doing that for $29.99. That's the way to get it. Plus we'll recap our tanzanites if we have time. I think we will. And we've still got our 8 carat, checking on that one. I think we got the 837 still here. Check and see with your operators if we've got the 837. We can also recap the tanzanite bypass with the trillion as well. Anything else you want to see? It's go time now. 3 minutes left to go in the show. What can we share with you? What can we show you before we run out of time officially? And we will see you tomorrow night and Friday night for that matter. We have 3 nights a week and 2 daytimes. And that would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights 5 to 8, and our Saturday and Sunday during the day. So anything you need help on or want to check on availability, do that now. Don't forget about our Emerald Museum piece, the Cougar, the Panther brooch, the incredible cat's eye crystal barrel, all the great tanzanites we've had in smaller sizes as well. Yes. Oh, good. Is that the 5 carat? That's a beauty. Congratulations on our museum masterpiece. Must go. It just did go. And thank you so much. And then we've got our last call at $29.99 on this one. Oh, I also have 2 Tahitian pearl strands that are still here too. So 2 strands left if you want the Tahitian pearls. Got those for you. And our last final countdown, 2 minutes left to go. And reminder about that gorgeous diamond bracelet, carat 27 in diamonds for $19.99 in white gold only. Also a reminder, this bypass tanzanite I have on my hand here, 78-point trillion bypass design diamonds as well, little pyramid stud detailing. That's here for $9.99. If you'd like to get that one only, that's a beauty as well. Any finger really on the hand that can be worn, so I really enjoy a style like that. We'll of course size it accordingly to what you need, but that's our $9.99 tanzanite trillion. Back to the Brazilian Paraiba in quartz and our last call on the show tonight. Thank you again for being with us. Now reminder, we're here at 5 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow and Friday night, so join us for that. That'll be 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central time, and 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll take you through 3 hours of amazing jewelry as usual. So that'll all be on your way tomorrow, so please be sure and join me right at the top of the show for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of new coming up tomorrow as well, so I hope to see you then. And we do have a couple last minute pieces here. This is what you do. You call in. A lot of people are doing just that, calling in, getting those fabulous pieces they've seen tonight, not waiting, because waiting means you might miss out. It's more than likely you miss out if you wait, so make sure you dial in the next couple of minutes. Our phone lines stay open for 2 minutes after we go off the air, so we can continue to help you there. But again, jot down that phone number, know where to dial, how to reach us, and what to get a hold of. Honestly, not a bad choice to make tonight. It's been a show of incredible discounts, incredible pieces, even better values, and call us on anything you've seen tonight so we can help you get it. And more importantly, get it right out to you. Remember, you got a money back guarantee, so get it at home, see what it's all about, then decide. This is just your first look, and then you get it at home and you'll really know what it's all about. So thank you everybody for being with us tonight, for watching, for shopping, for hanging out with us at TVON. We really appreciate you all so much. We'll see you tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a blast. So join me then for that. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you right here tomorrow. See you then. Good night, everybody.